morning, Vietnam and Philippines. We're live from the Philippines, guys, and we are not ready, but it is 9:30. That's the usual time, right on time. Sorry, I didn't have the mic ready. There's my mistake, my key mistake, right off the bat, guys. As usual, there's one mistake per live stream for J Mike. There it is. Let's get that out of the way. What is wrong with me? I got a big mouth. That's what they say. J Mike has a big mouth. I'm fighting this cold, won't go away. The cough. I felt great going to bed last night. And then when I woke up, I was all dried out. And full of, you know what? Full of mega crap in my head. I blew my nose for 15 minutes. Let's do a sound check. I have no idea if I am sounding good. Thank you for coming in.
Rich people are wearing this new type of reading glasses that
ad.
are suitable for both nearsightedness and farsightedness.
Ads are a pesky little thing. That's as best as I can do. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for the thumbs up if you're watching. I appreciate that. Thumbs up is a wonderful thing. I just smash that like button. On your mobile device, just touch the dots and then you'll get a drop down to, you'll see the thumb there. Just, if you wouldn't mind, you know, typically I go 2-3 hours, sometimes 4. So I will eventually say something. The cold is terrible. I don't know how to get rid of it. Mary and Menya Baya, thanks for coming in. Thank you. First shout out right there. So, yeah, I do have a big mouth. I have strong opinions, and I don't lie, guys. Does everybody say that? Does everyone say, I don't lie? I'm telling you the truth. Santa Claus fell down my chimney last night. You know, Santa Claus never slid down my chimney, but what makes people think that if they don't see something and they can't comprehend it, that it didn't happen? Strange things can happen. After all, how do you think you got here? God can do anything he wants. He's in control. I'm looking at the ticker. I still don't know what the ticker is. Oh, there it is. All right, so it looked like the number was standing still, and I'm thinking, well, if that's the ticker, why is it standing still? It was a long second. So the big thing is I still have this cold. I might say anything. I haven't gotten to that yet. I'm just waking up. This is my first few sips of coffee. I was up at like 6 this morning, like almost totally awake, and then finally I fell back asleep, and then I didn't want to wake up. That's how you get when you're retired and you don't have plans. It's like there's nothing to do today. There is, but there are. I need a haircut. I could do that. I'll do that later, maybe, definitely maybe. So I don't know exactly what I like it that way. I'll play it by how I feel. Any guitar players out there? Do you play what you feel? You gotta get. Well, I mean, you gotta get into it, especially blues players. You gotta feel it. He was feeling it tonight. He was awesome. He played behind his back. It's not that hard. If you have the hand movements and you remember that, you can do it a couple of licks, behind your head. You get the feel of it. You don't need to look at that. You know where as long as you know where your bar finger is, you're all set. The coffee's cold. What's going on here? I'll get some fresh coffee. So some of these evening, I love the evening live streams. They sit there and they just have a little conversation. People come in, hey, what's up, Mary, Marianne? Oh, I'm on the wrong page. That's not gonna happen. I can't run that video right there. So Marianne, we can go. We can do that. Are you still here, Marianne? That's how I'll find out. I'll ask her if she's still here. If you're still here, we'll flex your channel. We can't do it on screen, but I can drop your link. If you have a blue jacket, you can just touch the dots or the chat and go to channel. You don't really need me to reiterate the link, or you can type JAY. That'll drop your main link. I would suggest dropping the link to your latest video or a video you're pushing. I hate when people, they have like 100 views on a year-old video and then they want everyone to watch it. It's like, that doesn't work. Yeah, it's a great video. I don't want to go to a live stream and then see someone do that. It's it's a good video, but it's 19 minutes. He's on vacation. People don't care about that. Now, if you shorten it, like I was going to do that too, but I didn't leave myself time this morning because I was lazy in bed. But Norma, I did a live video, uncut, hour and 21 minutes. Norma's doing the hula hoop. And I'm thinking, I could get a lot of I only did one video out of that. It wasn't really long. It was only like, I can't remember how long it was, but I think it was less, 3 minutes or less. But now we're doing lots of shorts. So I should go back and take shorts out of that and then just do shorts. She could be the hula hoop woman. So now I did another video talking about your personal failure to concentrate on one niche, which is what the successful channels are doing. One niche, and then they get a lot of views. So some people don't do that, and then they have all kinds of videos, and then they're wondering, where are the views? I still have this cold. I thought it was gone. I woke up feeling great, and then all of a sudden, I blew my nose, and I'm coughing and sneezing. It's just so weird. So anyway, I don't know how to fight a cold, other than to take vitamins. So I got lemon water here. That's got a lemon in there, believe it or not. I got a cup of coffee here, and then black, and then I got water over there. But warm water, cold water, coffee. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's Monday morning. I'm gonna double check that because when you don't have a set schedule, you forget what day it was. In the movie Crocodile Dundee, the guy says, they're coming over on Friday, so you can't miss it. He goes, what's today? Today's Wednesday. That was funny. Daniel Barry's here. Big Kevin. Hey, Kevin. Did I hear that Michael? I did hear that, but we weren't sure if it was true. So I heard, yeah. I didn't really know him, but I know of him. I know, finally got to his channel to see what he looks like. What happened? I got a link to have one other person up here, but I don't know how to get it out to you if you want. So, we did the 4-panel for so long. It's about exactly 1 year. When you do that every day, that's a long time. It feels like a long time. So it was like there was never a time when we had less than 3. So now I don't have anybody. It's better that way. I never needed to buy the full StreamYard to have 10 people on the panel. That was ridiculous. So what happened? First of all, how old was he? He looked over 60. He looked older than me, I guess. I don't know. There's different things. I mean, you are the age you are. There's different things, I looked like a kid last year. I remember when I got married, I was 29, but Now, I'm turning 30, so we had to be married for at least a half a year because I'm 30. And I think we had like a steak dinner or something. And I said, "Can we have a bottle of wine?" I'm 30 years old. I want a bottle of wine with my dinner. And she goes, "Can I see your ID, please?" I never showed her my ID, and I got the wine. I said, "Oh, wait a minute. How old are you?" And she just says, "I'm 21." And I went, "Do I look younger than you?" And she said, "No." And I said, "Then why are you asking me for my ID?" "Well, I'm supposed to ask you if you're under 40. It's like, okay, I'm 41. Now go get me my wine. Uh, Anybody know what his, I suppose, I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's curious, the curiousness of it all. What was the thing that did him in? I think about that, but I'm not like afraid of it. I'm not afraid of death. The thing is, I don't want to get into personal finance. It's the one thing I don't really like to talk about because it's none of anyone's business. All it is ammunition for everyone to come after me. But I don't want to buy whole life insurance. I don't want to buy it. So, and I'm not kidding anybody. I don't need to tell you I got whole life insurance. Uh, Especially here, I don't. If I get a plan, it's not really covering much, and it's going to cost me. I could afford that, but then the gift of the insurance, the payoff, wouldn't be worth it. So I don't want 50,000 pesos. That's not even $1,000. I don't want to like die and then have her get like just a little bit of money. That won't last her a year. That's not gonna. There's no way. So I didn't get to know Michael Fazio, but like I said, I finally saw his channel. Was anyone good friends with him? I don't know. I don't know. I suppose when these bucket heads pass, that people will stop. I think they spout their mouths off more than anybody that's watching them. And there's so many people, they have followers that love them, I guess. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. Those people all suck. You get that. You had cheap healthcare. Well, eventually we're all going to have cheap healthcare. There's only so much they can do. You got to keep yourself healthy. I'm going through like colds now. I've had 3 colds. You ever wonder why, with COVID going around, what you get a cold but you don't get COVID? It's like nothing was true. You get vaccinated, but you're not really safe. Yad Zamoni is here. Awesome. Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in. I always love it when Yad shows up. When our nephew died, he was 10 years old, a little over a year ago. And Yad's did a nice thing for us that I wanted to mention that. A really nice little gift package. It was like a little memorial, and it was wonderful. They really loved having that. When they saw that, they said we need to thank her. So, and it's been a while now, so I just wanted to reiterate that and say that again. Yad Zamodia, that was a wonderful thing. Someone messaged me and they said something about Yad Zamodia and like she's not on the up and up, and I went, leave her alone. She's good people. Sometimes Lily Riwello will come in and chat. Thank you for the thumbs up. I love that. I love the thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much for that. Can we get 100 thumbs up and twerk? I was watching. I didn't have anything much to do last night, and I not the whole thing because the whole thing was like over 4.5 hours, but I watched a little bit of it. Of, I did a live stream on the night that I heard the news that Murad passed away. Murad's haunted journey, and I was my regular live stream was scheduled to come up. It, it was already scheduled to start, and I said, "Well, I'm going to go live." At first, I took like 20 or 30 minutes to just stare straight ahead. I almost couldn't tell my wife. She's like, "What's the matter?" And I went, and I'm like turning my head like this because she's going to make an appearance on the live stream. This was January of 22, so 2 years ago. And I'm like, "Can't talk." It's just like, what happened? She knew something happened. So finally, after a few minutes, I squeezed it out. Murad just died. We just got the news. So I said, I can't just do a normal live stream. And I said, and I'm live in 45 minutes or something like that, less than an hour. Gorilla Bear Tech's here, awesome. Lily Ruella was here. Thank you guys for stopping in. So I titled the live stream because I used to like join his live stream on panel. We would sing and do karaoke and goof off. Darren was his. At the time, it was a collaboration between him and Darren and Adrian. They were doing each one day after the at different times. I forget how they arranged that, but they were all like going on each other's live streams. And then I started joining them and doing karaoke and stuff. So I thought I'll name the live stream "Can We Get 100 Thumbs Up and Twerk?" because he was doing that, and I thought I'll do that too. In memory of Murad's haunted journey, can we get 100 thumbs up and twerk? We ended up with 157 thumbs up rather quickly. It didn't take long for that to happen, but people wanted to talk, so we didn't sing right away, but we had the 100 thumbs up, and it's awesome when you get 100 thumbs. I don't like to buy that because then I know that someone came along and gave me 50. That's not nice because it's not what it's for. I don't just want to like buy that and then have it there. That's not what it's for. You won't. It's not growth. You don't grow that way. So you gotta get them to like in some way. So why is it the guys that are shouting out how everyone is stupid in or whatever it is that they're doing, the negative information they're passing out, but they get a lot of people that love it. So it's more than just them, even though people may not be on live stream saying it, they're the same. They support it. You got to wonder what the heck is wrong with people. Like I'm a music lover, but when we do karaoke, our friends like it because they know how difficult it is. If you saw your favorite artist in a restaurant and that restaurant decided, you know what, we're going to do a surprise karaoke night and we're going to surprise the celebrity. And then we're going to like, somebody's going to, he's a fun loving guy, the host, and he's going to get the celebrity to do a song. There's no way in hell the celebrity is going to sing a song. And if they do, they're not singing too. When we do karaoke, it's like, okay, what song is next? Okay, I'll give it a shot. They're not doing that. First of all, when you're a celebrity, when your name is, Sam Smith, the copyright companies own you. I call it the conglomerate. I just got a message. The song is like 15 months old. It was a live stream from both July of 2023. and it said the whole live stream, like 3+ hours, is now unmonetized because I did a 3-minute song. About halfway in, they sold the rights. One conglomerate sold it to another to that song, and one of my guests sang the song. I think it was "Fly Me to the Moon." So the rights got sold, and then they took it away from me and said, "Your live stream's demonetized. You, you're not. There's not going to be a view. Even if somebody does go in to see that, the chances that they see that song are slim and none. They're probably never going to get seen, even though she did a good job on the song. No one cares about it. But we had fun. Yad's niece, I think, or cousin or niece. She did a good job on the song. She's not a bad singer, and but that's what they did. A year and a half later, when rights get sold or switched or whatever, or they add a piece to the conglomerate. Oh, we don't want that anyone to sing that karaoke style because we're going to take your 2 cents. But yet nobody will watch it. That's not what it is. No blood relation. Just okay. That's like Smith or De La Rosa. Yeah, some names are so common. It's unbelievable. I not not that I'm giving advice to do so. It doesn't work that way. Don't guys don't look up old girlfriends by their name. First, you won't find them. That's when I realized that my girlfriends had common names that back in the day. To this day, it doesn't change. It stays the same. You either have a common name or you don't. Now, there was nobody when I was a young boy. Nobody else was named Jason. But in like 1979, 80, 81, it became not just more common, but it was in the top 3 of boys' names for like more than 3 years. It was never number 1, but it was always it was starting to get into the top 3, 4, 5 every year for like years, and like 80, 81, 82, 83, right around there. And it started, I think, probably in the late 70s. It was moving up the charts. They chart that stuff. It's all public information, Len Whistler. Thanks for coming in. Awesome. Good to see you. So anyway, now everybody's name is Jason. It's like, I went so long as DJ Jason, not because I didn't pick that. They gave it to me. I went, what? That's DJ, really? And then it occurred to me, hey, wait a minute, it has a ring to it. So I liked it, and that was me for a while, for like 20 years. So when I walk up, there were 5 hotel bars, but not simultaneous. It was one after the other. They always had my name up on the wall. Well, one hotel did it on the big sign because they brought somebody else in to see how good he was, and they got tired of him. It didn't take long either. It was like a month or 2. And then they called me and said, "You want to come back?" And I said, "Sure, I'll come back." Because the place was okay. It was a Holiday Inn. So when I approached, I looked up on the big sign and it was like, "Welcome back, DJ Jason." It's like, oh, I'm proud of. And then there was another club that was on the 8th floor next to the old Boston Garden, which is near the new one too. So right there. And it was the Scotch and Sirloin. They had my name on them. You had to go upstairs, and then when the elevators opened, you would restaurant, food, eating on the right, bar and snacks on the left with music. So that's right there. That it would like tonight, DJ Jason would be like right on the wall. So when you're looking off the elevator, you see it. It's right there. It's like all right. So it's like I enjoyed that. I enjoyed seeing my name up in it's the removable letters on the reader board. First things first. Yeah, we all have priorities, but I don't care. I don't worry about if we're going to eat or anything like that. You know, people say, well, he didn't have good health care. Are they going to save your life? You know what? I don't know the details, but you're going to end up spending all your money to live a little bit longer, guys. I don't know what to say about that. I keep telling my wife, I'm worth more alive than dead, so don't kill me. She always kids around. I'll kill you. No, you won't. It's too much fun that I'm alive. It won't do you any good. Because there's things she brings to the table that are for my benefit. Sorry, I'm off the page. I got a French press here. There it is. I don't show that. That's the French press. Now, Norma had some of that. I didn't drink all that. This is just my second cup, but my cup wasn't empty, so it's like 1.5. So, but I love coffee. I usually drink 3 or 4 per day. 3 or 4 cups. Lee Sung Soon's here. Awesome. Good to see you, Lee. Len Whistler's here. Yads and Lynn and Big Ed's here. Big E, I should say. Awesome. So, and Lily, awesome. Also, I should add. Good morning, everybody. J. Mike has a big mouth. They say that to me. There was one guy. He's fighting. He calls himself an artist, and he's fighting with another artist. But he makes every accusation in the book, and he never stops. And if you get involved, like, you shouldn't talk like that. You're not as good as you think you are, or something like that. Then he attack you. So he's a psychopath. But there's a lot of that on YouTube. There are a lot of psychopaths and people that support such, and then there's the autistic crowd, which are they can be nice, but they're not out there creating and building. Some of them are creative, I suppose, but I don't really look too much into it. They're lacking something in the adult world that I can't put my finger on. They they can't leave their parents. That's what the deal is, or supervision or something. They're capable of things, but they can't be left unsupervised. YouTube can consume too much time. You know, with the app, it used to warn me when it was time for me to shut down and go to bed. But it doesn't do that anymore. I think I shut it off. But I don't wake up with my phone. The phone it's next to me to see what time it is, but I don't jump right on and go to YouTube. I don't do that anymore. Even when I wasn't doing videos. Hey, Steve Allen's here. Awesome. I saw you before I yelled. I didn't shout it out right away, but thanks for stopping in, Steve. So don't waste your time, guys. I know, like, if you're trying to grow, you don't need every subscriber. What you need is another video. Spend your time on videos when you have time. But just keep in mind, I have it's over 100 minutes. It's almost 120 minutes, so it's almost 2 hours of an uncut video, and I have it on one of my external hard drives of Norma is doing hula hoop, and it's nonstop. She went 121 minutes. So, oh, wait a minute, it's just over 2 hours, and then like a few seconds after she stops, then the video ends. So we're proving that she can do the hula hoop for 2 hours. That's a lot of shorts that I never did. I'm going to go back and start doing those shorts because it's fantastic. But you gotta be different though. You gotta, you gotta dance around and you gotta make everyone see you smile. It's like the guitar playing. Nobody wants to watch guitar playing. They want to see a pretty face play the guitar. So there was a girl that did that, and I clipped a remix, and I got like 3,000 views. Pretty face, nice C cup boobs, low cut dress. No, nothing bad. It was all clean. But it was only like a 10-second riff, maybe 8 seconds. But it was all just right, and it got a few thousand. I'm averaging 2.5 thousand views. That's the deal with my channel. So I tend to get that on almost every. It's the average video. But they took it away, and they sent me an email saying the owner of that video either removed the share process, your rights, or they took the video down. They didn't specifically tell me, which is why we're removing the video from your channel. Any views you had on the video will remain in your total view count. Oh, thanks. Now I can't see the video. But I mean, it's not me playing the guitar, but I'm sure, like our friend Jack, he likes to show, little clips of somebody else playing guitar, and YouTube whacks him for that because it's the power and control of the conglomerate that owns the rights to music. John Lennon spoke out about that, and he's dead. When you speak out, if you have a listening audience and you speak against the conglomerate, they'll kill you. They call it Clintonizing now in recent years. You'll get Clintoned if you do or say something. All of their people associated with them that were good are dead. Oh yeah, they all committed suicide. They don't want to talk about it. They won't talk about it. And if they know who you are, they'll come after you. They'll make a phone call. Oh, I can't believe I'm still coughing. And don't tell me to drink lemon water. That's what I got here now. There's a lemon in there. Don't worry about that. I thought it was gone, but when I woke up, I felt great. And then I had some water. I had water when I didn't drink coffee right away. I don't know. It's a sign of getting old, Steve. Steve's here. So yeah, Steve, everybody. Let's see. J. Mike has a big mouth. I didn't know. I think at night. Here's what I'm going to do. Title my live stream tomorrow, and then I go to sleep and I wake up and I go, I can't remember what it was. What it was going to be. So I just said, well, I'll just write J. Mike has a big mouth. Because when you're ready to go live, you gotta think quick. You can't sit there like, what am I gonna say? People like to put words of wisdom, but then last night I saw someone did that, and I went, that actually doesn't make sense. Because I love wisdom quotes. On another website, not YouTube, years ago, it had to be over 10 years ago, I had a chat room called Jason's Quotations. People loved it. They loved it. So I don't have the boobs or legs. Forget about it. Wait. Can't read the last chat. I hate the last chat is because of the button. I'll just put a mic there. I'll put a mic. I don't have the boobs or legs to play guitar like that. Yeah. It helps that she's like 23. The young girls playing guitar, and she has the ability to do a great lick and smile. So there are some things she's doing. I believe she's really playing. There's somebody that's like, she's good enough to pretend. you got to know some things to look good enough to pretend. You got to be fairly good on the guitar because you can't fool them. You can't fool a guitar player. They know. I have my guitar. Box Mumsy from the UK. Awesome. I used to have like acoustic guitars, and then I had another acoustic guitar, and then I bought cheap ones, just so I could have a guitar because it wasn't very good. And I thought one of these days I'm going to try to like get going, and then I finally did, and I'm on a plateau now, and I did some pieces that I thought were really good because I was practicing every day for an hour, 1 or 2 hours, and I thought, okay, I'm pretty good on scales, and then I'll do a backing track, and then for a couple of minutes it'll sound because I found an awesome sound on my mixing board, and then the guitar player said, "It doesn't work with the kind of music you're doing, Jay. It doesn't sound right." And I'm like, the fact that I don't have 100,000 views tells me that, but I just liked it. For a beginner, it's okay. For a beginner, so we gotta. Now I've cut back. I'm not doing the 2 hours per day practice, but if you skip days, the tips of your fingers will hurt pretty quickly. You lose that. You gotta keep playing every day for that to stop. Just to stop bothering you. Right, Chatterbox Whimsy? Oh, I gotta give you a jacket. Hold on. Don't go away. I hope you stick around. I will add you. It's not just a couple of clicks, 2 or 3 clicks. You need to wear a booster bra, Steve. The women are picking on you, Steve, for a good reason. When you tell everybody that you're dating one girl, specific girl, and then you flirt with another, even though they like you, I'm not saying that they hate you or anything like that. I think they love you. Mr. Cartoonist is here. He's the one. I don't want to go back to that, but I did mention it, Mr. Cartoonist, that one artist is picking on another. He's a sociopath, that's for sure, and maybe other things too. I think there's more than one thing wrong with him. One of them is psychopath. I guess a sociopath, there are similar things, but I think a psychopath takes it. He takes it to the final step of murder. I think is what my definition, my difference of definition is the psychopath is a murderer, or he resorts to murder, or she. Jackie, awesome. So, unless my memory is tricking me, Steve has a thing with Debbie. Is that correct? I don't want to tease her if it ain't true. And then it's floating around. You got to be careful. It's okay to joke around, but you just got to be careful because you don't want people to think, "Oh, Jay Mike's a womanizer." I got that a few years ago, and I went, "Be careful who you call a womanizer, you freaking sociopath." I didn't say that to him, but I think in the end I did. You're a sociopath. I think I said that because I knew he couldn't touch me. You can't touch me here in the Philippines. I'm safe. I got an 8-foot wall around my house. That's awesome. I couldn't get used to that at first. I thought, why do we have this? This is ridiculous. It's got like spears at the top. And part of it's cement wall with steel reinforcement on the inside. I don't know how the heck they built it. But then in the front, above the wall, where it's not 8 feet high, they have bars that go up, and then they have spears on top of the bars. I don't want to have to come over that. If I like, it's a strange things we do because we have the padlocks on the inside, so we reach through the bars to unlock it. But we have a dog that likes to jump up, and when he sees us coming in, he's jumping up with his paws, and he's like all excited. if we drop the keys, we gotta scale that wall. It's so weird. We gotta fix that and just put the lock. We have a lock, but it's not. It's the catch. The catch on the inside is punched away, so we use a padlock with a. It's like a bar. It's like we're letting ourselves in and out of prison every day. We're locked in here. One day, Norma left me home and she went out and do some errands, and I was locked in. And I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like being locked in. Don't do that to me anymore. If I'm home, there's no need to lock the house. She goes, I left it open. I said, no, you didn't. You forgot to leave it open. Daniel Channel's here. Awesome. It's right. The chat's right in front of me, but it's kind of small. I can see it, but I'm not having fun reading that small. Just hide your card. What? Well, see, I don't have. Actually, I can do karaoke. It's different, but because I don't have the sound card, because there's no my iPhone, the old one has the single plug, the mini jack, but this one doesn't. So I can't figure out how to run the sound card. So I don't. Maybe I think there's a couple of apps I can use to do it, but I did that a long time ago with a different phone, and I can't remember how to do it. I forgot how to do it. Sean Williams, I thought I got rid of this cold. I woke up feeling fine, and now I realize I'm all stuffed up again. So another step in the cold. I don't know how to get rid of it. Everyone's acquainting themselves. Also, friends are here saying hi to each other. That's awesome. It's not a bad. That's a good thing, actually. Thank you. 17 million people are watching. I don't know what the peak is. Can I? Oh, I can see that. I'll analyze it in a second. Well, it's just for fun. We're just getting started. We're not very far in. So tomorrow's the old birthday. As you get older, the birthday gets older and older. The peak is 14. No, the peak is 18. So thank you. We just hit it. Oh, awesome. 3 minutes ago we hit it. So thank you. The views are clicking upwards, I guess. How long have we been live? 42 minutes. If we stay live, we can get over 1,000 views, but you gotta kind of stay on for over 4 hours, I guess. When I go like 4:15 or something, 4:10, for some reason it's a magic number, and it starts jumping. People each hour, different set of people jump in. Oh, there it is. I'm looking at the wrong number. Yeah, the concurrence 18. So thanks, guys, for. It's getting worse. The cough is getting worse. I got it. As you get older, the birthdays come faster. Do you know what? That's true, and there's a reason for that. There's a mathematical reason for that. Why time flies when you get older. So I remember saying that when I was 21, I had an older aunt. My aunt was about 26 years older than me, or something like that. 25 years older than me. And she went, I'm 40 now. Time's flying. And I went, you ain't kidding. I was just 16, seems like yesterday. And I'm 21, right? So it doesn't matter how old you are, you always think that. And the reason for that is as you get older, each day that goes by becomes a smaller percentage of your life. So each day is smaller and smaller, and it shrinks that way as a percentage of your life. But it's all still the same. There's 24 hours, and every day is the same length. What did she just give me? Oh, she brought me some more hot lemon water. And did you find the ginger? Or are we out? We forgot to get ginger. Ginger and turmeric are like wonder drugs. The roots, beets are roots also, wonder food. If you don't like root food, guys, there's something wrong with you. Now, the sweet potato type foods are higher in calories. You're gonna watch that, but because they're a starch. Do I want to run ads? I don't know how that's gonna work. Focus on your live stream and let YouTube insert ads for you. If I turn that, I don't want to screw it up. I'm gonna turn that on just to see what happens. Just to see what happens. Oh, thanks for coming in, guys. It's awesome. Thank you. Let me know if you saw an ad. If you're already here and you see an ad, just let me know. Howdy, Jamie's here. Awesome. Thanks for stopping in, Jamie. Wait, I gotta go back. Oh no, it's right there. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. That's gonna. Pickled beets are good. No, well, I wouldn't recommend them. Although pickling is not a bad thing, I would eat beets without that. But I don't think pickling hurts them. What's up, Jamie? What's going on? That's a small pit. Hold on, I can't. I'm not sure if it's the Jamie I think it is because there's two Jamies I know. I'm gonna just go to channel. Doesn't let me. You got anything on your channel? It's not letting me. I'm in the studio. That's why I'm not on the. Hold on, I don't want that. It's not the YouTube version. Hold on. Oh, thanks for coming in, guys. Don't go away. We're just getting started. Good morning, Vietnam and Philippines and Cambodia. I get viewers from Southeast Asia. If when I analyze who's watching my videos, there are some thousands of people from Vietnam. Vietnam's the big one. Indonesia, Thailand, a little bit Thailand, and Cambodia, and mostly Philippines though, because the jeepney is the featured video and it's Filipino. Happy New Year! It's February, my friend. Channel active. Oh, they changed the language a little bit, so I'm confused. Okay, yeah, it's the Jamie I thought. Okay, so I got this analyzer. It's Tube Buddy, and it compares me with everybody. But I hate it when the views drop and then they don't get some. It's like once a month they don't count the views, and then it drops down to zero. It looks like you're being lazy. It's like I hate that. Valentine's Day is coming, guys. My birthday is tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be live or we're going to go out or something. We'll do. I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. All we do since I retired or since I got here in the Philippines, all we do is party. You see, normal. We got to do normal things, not spend money. There's a lot of beggars here. Some of them they know who I am when they see me. They'll cross the highway to come and get a little coin. It's like weird. Sent a parcel to Hong Kong. What? Chatterbox Mumsy, you're in Hong Kong. I thought you were in the UK. I get it all mixed up. That's what happens when you don't see someone all the time. I only see you once in a while, so I know you're British. And then is that the one? I think it is. Yeah. I like how you do the thumbnails. It's awesome. But for some reason, I just presumed that you were in the UK. Oh, because it says UK. Maybe you're not in Hong Kong. I don't know. don't know. I'll stop trying to worry. I'll try to stop worrying about that. You know, honey, did we forget to buy ginger? Oh, we didn't run out? I don't see it. Okay. That's all I need to know. When you have a cold, you can't tell what you're tasting. I mean, I know it's lemony, but I can't tell everything. I'm not a connoisseur of fine taste. I know Chatterbox Mumsy loves her glass of wine. She'd do a live stream and pop out the wine. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that, you know. We enjoy a glass of wine, but then if we drink too much, we can't be live. Sometimes we'll start singing, but if we drink too much, we can't. We gotta get off. Can't stay on. And it's not good. Not good to be drunk on a live stream. Nothing good comes out of that, guys. It's bad news. It's bad. I'm getting an ad. Did anyone get an ad popping in while you were watching without leaving and coming back? Beggars are a syndicate. Not these guys. Uh, there's a couple of guys. I don't know exactly where. I have an idea of where they live, but I don't know exactly, like the front door. Um, and they see me, not every day, but every week they see me, and then I'm hungry. Can you give me something? I don't give them that much, but it's like I'm always giving them something. So I actually have a budget for it, because I don't want the good Lord to think, Jay, you had a little extra money, you should have given it to them. A cat came. We have a cat and a dog, and another cat came to our wall, and it's just on top of the wall, meowing like crazy, day after day. And then finally, the cat comes down. And it's just because we have a good sized backyard. Because we have an outdoor area, it's covered. It's got a roof, so we can sit out there even in the rain, wind and rain. We can go out there. So finally, she's like, I gotta give her some food. She's like, she won't go away. She's been here for like 2 weeks. So now I'm feeding her 3 times a day. after after the third meal, she's crying for more food. They just want more food. So Mumsy is in the UK. Okay, I saw HK and I thought, well, maybe she's in the HK and a British person in Hong Kong, a British Filipino in Hong Kong. I don't know. So one person watching your ads will do nothing. You need 100,000 people watching an ad to make money. I mean, real money. So it's very hard. And it's not just one person who's having a tough time. All of us are having a tough time making money because we're all running our channels as a single entrepreneur, which is not advisable on YouTube. It's not advisable to be a single entrepreneur using a phone on YouTube. Now they say, go ahead, you have all the right to do that. Go ahead and do it because you're helping YouTube. They're not gonna stop you. So I have issues with YouTube. They don't tell you the rules. They have all these terms of service, and every year they remind you, every 6 months, we updated them. You gotta sign that you read it. So how come if I have a guest up here and he decides to show porn for 5 seconds and I stop the live stream, if I don't stop the live stream and make it private and cut that out and then make it a video without the porn, they'll shut my channel down and it won't take long. But there's a Brazilian adventure channel with 100 million views, and the girl keeps showing her naked ass, and she gets millions and millions of views. She's got over hundreds of millions of views, and they won't take her down. They won't even stop her. I don't know why they're doing that. She calls it ASMR. Yeah, ASMR. And her face isn't very pretty. It's nothing to write home about. If you do have a pretty face, make all the videos you can as fast as possible because it's not going to last. You will grow old just as fast as we grew old, right, Chatterbox Mumsy? So enjoy that glass of wine. Enjoy whatever it is you enjoy, guys. Enjoy, but don't cause trouble. But on YouTube, the truth is trouble. You have to be a part of the liar, guys, in order to get away with it. I can't, if I put the word truth in the title, I'll get less viewers. They'll slow me down. Somehow they have a way of shadow banning. Now I'm in the Philippines, so this is not YouTube. This is YouTube PH. Now I get viewers in America, but I'm not sure how or why they do that. I'm not sure what they're doing. They don't tell you what to do. Monetarily, nobody knows the rules. The terms of service are not all the rules. So we don't know how or why they're doing things. If you give me a $1 super chat, YouTube's giving me 70 cents. There's a guy, he has like less than 1 million subscribers, but he's got a lot. It's like 600,000. And he said, I'm losing. I lost like 100,000 subscribers. So please check and see if you're subscribed. And I checked and I wasn't subscribed. And I'm like, what the F are you doing? So I subscribed. And then I saw another. But if you click like on a video, you start getting their videos. So he's talking about the world events, and YouTube doesn't like it. So they used to just shut your channel down, but now what they do is they shadow ban you. So they're removing some of his subscribers. Well, this guy in the Philippines, they won't miss him. So I went back and I checked, and I'm not subscribed. This is the second time. Then a few days later, I went back on another one of his videos, and I know that I'm making it a point to subscribe again. And I went and I'm not subscribed. And I went, son of a bitch, they're messing with me. And they're messing with him. But then I went, well, there's a number of channels that have millions of subscribers that I like to watch. Philosophy and psychology, things like that. And the politics of who's running this conglomerate and who's for it and who's against it. They're going to unsubscribe me to all of them. But I can look in the list that they suggest, in the ones that I have the most likes, they'll suggest one or two to see if I really want to stay with them. So I go back to all of them and I'm unsubscribed to all of them. And it's only a matter of time if I don't go back to them that I won't see them anymore. And that's what they're trying to do. So I keep going back. Now I got to make it a point to go back and resubscribe. And now it doesn't pay me any money to do that, but I'm doing it because it's right. Because they're making videos I want to see. No ads. Ha ha ha. They're making videos I want to see, so I don't care. I don't support silent live streams. It does nothing. So there was another guy. I wanted to be nice to him, and I went over to his video. He's actually, I saw that he's live. Anyone I'm subscribed to that's live, that'll pop up in my live videos. So I went over there to chat with him, to tell him I still have you on subscription. And it was silent. Just one word in his silent. Black screen, nothing, no sound, no video, and he's just doing a silent. And I'm like, I can't help you. I can't help you if you're doing that. There's an old saying, you gotta help me help you. You gotta do something. You can't. Silent live streams are a big mistake. I did early on before I had a collaboration with Darren. He was live. He had me on, but I needed to go to bed. I wasn't accustomed to staying up late, and he was like staying up till 2, 3, 4 a.m. And I thought, well, if he does that, and this is a big live stream, so maybe he's still live at 5 a.m. I can get up, and then I won't miss a beat, and then I'll be live for 11.5, 11 and a half hours. I'll go around the clock, and I'll see what happens. Well, he called it a day early, and then so I was silent. And I had not a lot of people, but one or two came in and went, "Oh, you're doing this too? Silent live streams?" And I'm like, "No, it was a huge mistake." Thank you for hitting that heart button, guys. Awesome. Somebody is pounding on that heart button. Thank you so much. Tom Cruise. No, I mean the thumbs up button down below the video, or up in the there's a drop down box that's got 3 dots. If you touch that, you'll see another thumb there. That I appreciate it if you hit that. Class Dojo, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. So I'll give you a blue jacket. That means you can follow people, can pull up their channel, and you can follow them that way if you like. Or you can drop a link to a video. I'm not putting too much emphasis on that, but you can type JAY and Nightbot will pull up your main link if you want to do that. I'm good. No vlog is back. Oh, I almost missed you. No vlog. Oh, no vlog. NOL. No vlog TV. My eyes are getting worse, guys. Tomorrow's my birthday. I think Norma and I are going to hit the streets. We're going to get out. Help me help you. I forgot what movie that came in. Was that Jerry Maguire? Help me help you. Was that what that was? I got it in a movie, but I never forgot that. Oh, I never forgot that. Help me help you. Yeah, no crap at 52. Don't feel bad. I'll be 67 tomorrow, and some of these. My mother said to me when I forget how old she was. She might have been around 65 or 70 years ago. And she goes, "You're not going to want to be 100, Jay." I said, "Why, Mom?" She goes, "Because I'm always in pain." So now, when I had the cold was bad, and there was just pain from here and back under my shoulder blades. It was just my body was aching, and then my legs were cramping up. But I'm drinking like tons of water, so it wasn't because of lack of. I was hydrated, but I don't know what was doing it. But now I feel this is the best I felt in days, and I still have the cold. It's not completely gone. It's like shifting. Done, Jamie. Thanks, guys. Feel free to connect. We're not doing a connecting live stream, but it's okay. I guess if we're live, we're connecting. That's not a bad thing. It's a beautiful day. It just got cloudy for a second. It was sunny all morning. Let's check it out. What time? 10:30. There's the window. Why am I not? That looks blurry, right? That should be clear. I'm not sure what's causing that, but it just got. How's the picture? That should be. I think we're broadcasting in 1K. I'm not even sure about that. It's the iPhone 14. Maybe I should go into settings and make sure. Actually, I think we're still in. Yeah, I checked it yesterday. We're still in the right settings. So, where was I? I'm all over the place today. No subject. J Mike has a big mouth. I could say anything. But it really depends on what you're saying in your chat, guys, in the chat. Because I hate liars. I don't. I, I don't want to pick on somebody where I'm saying things like, you can't do this or you don't know how to do that. I won't do that. I won't. That's not the way I operate. Unless I'm having fun with you. If I don't know you, I won't do that. Unless you're spamming. If you spam the chat in a negative, derogatory way, then I'll just hide you and thank you for the view. That's what I'll do. So be thankful that you get to see an old age. The alternative is to die young. You don't want that. We had a nephew die at the age of 10 last year, a little over a year ago. I don't wish that on anyone's kid. His parents both got tattoos of his face on their forearms. So the Philippines, they celebrate your death day here. So if you're a family and you die, they never let that go. Family is important here. Hili Gainon o Bisaya. I'm still struggling with my Filipino language because there's so many differences in the language among the Filipinos that it's hard to know it perfectly. There's like a lot of words and phrases in my head, but I'm struggling with putting it all together and speaking it. So and like sometimes when someone's speaking, I can hear a lot of words that I've heard before, but then I'm trying to process what I forgot what that meant. So I get a lot of that too. And then there's so many different forms of verbs, action words that can turn it into an adverb or a future verb or already happened verb. So I'm struggling with that also. Or I don't know the difference between shower and phone call. I could make that mistake. Happens all the time. So that means I'm skipping my lessons. That's really what that means. I'm skipping the lessons because there's so much YouTube. There's so much YouTube. So, and if I'm going back and forth from the live feed down to the YouTube backup. YouTube's always like 4 seconds behind, so you can never like watch it live. Got to watch the feed. So it's hour number 2. Thanks for coming in, guys. We'll get another group of people, I think. Not everyone chats. Some people aren't logged in. They can't chat. They're just watching for a very short time. Thank you anyway for coming in. Thank you, guys. If you are logged in, guys, don't be afraid to hit that like button. I appreciate the thumbs up, guys. I really love that. I love it. Now, there's a button in the chat. You can hit that all you want, but it won't change the thumb on the video. Just so you know. I see Zambonga Kapala. You are more in Tagalog speaking. Yeah. But what happens is the words become a broken puzzle if I skip lessons. Like not, I get there's a lot of good videos from people that do Tagalog phrases or Filipino phrases, but the ones that teach the actual grammar, those are more difficult. And you don't learn a language that way. It's good after you learn phrases. It's good to know the grammar, but you need to be able to speak first before because the grammar doesn't help you learn the language. You really need to learn how to say things. You sound tired. You go back to bed. I have a bad cold. I feel better today, so I decided to go live. But for some reason, I'm still stuffed up. I thought I could just blow my nose and go live. And I even have the karaoke. I'm not using the sound card right now, but I can still do the karaoke on this mic. No surround sound or anything like that. But that feels good. Oh, you took the coffee? She doesn't want me having coffee. You don't need that. I love coffee. I could have coffee. It gave me an ad, so I know that's working. It gave me an ad while I'm speaking. Who else got the ad? Who else got the ad? Yeah, it's still 4 seconds behind. It won't catch up. No matter how much I refresh it, it's always going to be a delay. So I guess it's okay unless they demonetize me. They do that one live stream at a time. If the conglomerate says, that's my song, we don't want to share it, but they're getting paid for it, if anyone wants. You don't even need to watch the song. If you do the song at the 90-minute mark or the 80-minute mark, if someone watches 20 minutes of your video from the beginning, you get 20 minutes of view. They didn't see that song, but the copyright owner of that song will get paid for 20 minutes of view time. That simply doesn't make sense. But I don't like to. When it first started happening to me, I used to mute it. So I get all these live streams with singing and muting, but it doesn't make a difference. You might as well leave it there so people can go back and see your live stream. You get all these muted songs, so it's like silent. They're singing and then there's no sound. It's like, I get that when I'm watching movies, because if they're going to get 1 million views, it's worth it to them to mute it out. But then it ruins the movie. Because there's always some piece of music that gets muted. And if they're talking while the music's playing, you're losing out on the movie. So I've watched several movies that way. It's not the whole movie that's mute, but it's like a key part. And I'm lucky if it doesn't last that long. So anyway, thanks for coming in and watching, guys. Thank you. I do have a big mouth, but it sucks when you hear the truth, right, guys? I take pride in saying that if I say something that's in error, erroneous, or sounds untrue, go check your facts and get back to me, because I don't have a habit of just spitting out nonsense. If I think something, if I don't know what the truth is, I'm going to find out. If it doesn't match up with the Word of God, it ain't true. It's fantastic how that works. That's how you know who's lying. Because on the left, the Democrats, or whatever you want to call them, they're always like, Donald Trump's a liar. Everything he says is a lie. No, that's not true. So everyone's calling each other a liar. And then dummies don't know. They don't know the difference, because they don't understand the true word of God. Someone said to me, I read the Bible twice. I have a problem with a couple of verses. Therefore, none of it's true. I said, you can't learn the Bible by reading it yourself. That's why they have Bible study. Bible study is necessary. The Bible is a PhD course. You can't just read it once and then know what's going on. You have to understand. Austin, Muncie, thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. You have to understand the first truth. Here's where the science and schools get involved. They need the theory of evolution to be true, which it is not. And well, we take evolution to prove it isn't true. That's what kills them every time. If you take an evolutionary biologist and say, okay, where does poodles and chihuahuas come from? They come from the wolf. The wolf would be the kind, the dog, and then you would have species of chihuahuas and poodles. Poodles come from wolves. Wolves don't come from poodles. So how do you take the opposite and make that true? It doesn't work that way. So if little scrawnies, little things come out of big things, how does little monkeys and chimpanzees turn into people? It doesn't work that way. That ain't true. And there's no fossil record of it. People think it takes millions of years to make a fossil. No, it doesn't. We already proved that ain't true either. That cannot happen, because how do you get a fossil with something giving birth or eating and it's frozen in time? How does that happen over millions of years? That would disintegrate. It would turn to dust. The birth would have happened, and then the baby would have grown old or get eaten. That you don't freeze stuff in the fossil record over time. It doesn't happen. So we know the theory of evolution is fake. It's all drawings from 1860, probably from before that. The book is 1860, so the drawings were probably done in the years before that, 1859. So, and then in the book Origin of Species, he says, well, if they prove this one thing, then it makes my whole theory false. But the universities can't. They always say you can't take someone's education away, which is part of the big lie. If you don't use it, you lose it. So all these people with degrees in science, I'm a scientist, I'm an intellectual, I'm educated and you're not. That ain't true. Someone's degree is just a piece of paper. Now, that doesn't mean doctors have a paper degree, but they need to do papers and to keep up the analysis and the studying and things like that. You need to keep refreshing as a doctor, or you'll be useless. If you just get a medical degree, 20 years ago, and and you didn't become a doctor, but you have a degree, you're a PhD, but you're not a practitioner. You can't do that. That won't work. You won't have patience. You'll be able to sit in a chair and talk to people. Tell them what you know. Oh, I'm an intellectual, honey. We got this again. We're going to take a news break right here and show you guys. Look at that omelet. You got broccoli, tomato, and cheese with lots of egg. It's probably like 5 or 6 eggs. She's feeding me, guys. That's a beautiful omelet. Minute 78. That's awesome. So we're going to have this omelet. It's a beautiful thing, guys. It's going to be very tasty. Now, how am I going to talk? I already have a stuffed up head. I'll eat that in a few minutes. The lemon water tastes good. It's awesome. It's like a tea, I guess. There's no tea bag. It's just lemon and ginger, but it's homemade. It's awesome. Honey, did we sleep with the aircon on all night? I don't know. I still have this cold. She won't answer me. She will, but she'll just say, what? What? I know means what? And then she'll answer me with, I know bucket. Don't give me that. I know bucket though. There's a lot of that in Filipino where they're saying things and it doesn't really mean anything. And they think they're fooling me. I don't sabi. Anong sabi sayo? I should just do some Filipino phrases, shouldn't I? Where am I? Yep, we'll open that. We're doing good. I get this fake version of Excel, the spreadsheet, but it's very good. Sang ayon ako sa plano mo. May pagkain na ako. I already have food. No, now I got food. Let's try this omelet, guys. This is going to be really good. It's very hot, though. Mainit. Mainit ito. Mainit na pagkain. Sobrang mainit. Very. Norma puts broccoli in the eggs, and it's like we eat it all the time. But it's not really crunchy. It's firm but not crunchy because she cooks it a lot. May pagkain na ako. Nagugutom ako. I did not eat yet, so nagugutom ako. When we go out in the car, I say, malapit na ako sa lugar. Malapit na kami sa lugar. When I see kids, if kids come up to me to talk to me or something like that, I always say, ilang taon ka na? I always ask them how old they are because that's how I know what to say. Ilang taon ka na? And then they love me. Oh, he speaks Tagalog. It's good with kids because they don't want to get in a conversation, so they'll leave you alone. What Norma does is she'll talk to me constantly in Filipino. So, but a lot of it shoots over my head. What I do is I hear keywords and I say, "Oh, you mean you want a glass of wine?" Oh, thank you. I'm gonna stop and thank everyone for coming in. Thank you guys for coming in. And there's a heart button, but I want you to hit the thumbs up button under the video, or if you touch the dots, there'll be a drop down, and you'll see the thumb there. Just touch that. Just smash that thumbs up button and like the show, guys. It tells YouTube to send out more thumbnails. Now, I'm not saying anything big right now because I really work off the chat, so that way I'm talking to you, and you guys can have a better experience that way. What else can I say? Oh, if you guys video copyright content has been detected in your video, Gcash, karaoke, party, and chat with friends, the visibility of your video is not impacted, but you can no longer monetize it. This is like over 6, 7, 8 months ago. The copyright owner is now either monetizing it or receiving analytics about it. This is not a copyright strike and does not affect your channel. So someone bought a new conglomerate, a smaller conglomerate, bought the rights to it. That's what happened. Somebody bought the rights to it. But it's one conglomerate, they just buy and sell the rights. Not sure why they do that. Or even why they're going to old live streams to shut them down. I think YouTube's just doing that so they can say, hey, here's what we do. It's part of the big lie. And they have power. They need to exercise that power over music and movies so that everyone knows they have power. And you listen to them. And then they want you to think that they're telling you the truth, or that there's no such thing as the big lie. Right? Shooting star MS Bruce is here. Awesome. Bruce, did you see that video that Jack interviewed? Bruce Jackson, was it? Yeah, Bruce Jackson. That's not nice. How did you like that? How did you like that? At least he made me handsome with my wife. He likes us. Yes, you're here. I'm talking about Jack. Jack's, I don't know what, he has several channels. I don't know which channel it's on. Norma and I were watching it from Norma's channel. This thing is piping hot. I'm enjoying a broccoli omelet with tomato and cheese. This is the way to go. This is our brunch. We won't eat again for like 4 hours. We went to the mall yesterday to have lunch. We ended up having coffee and babinka, and then we didn't eat because we were full. We don't really eat that much. It's like 2 little itty bitty pieces of babinka and 2 cups of coffee. Well, one each, one coffee each. And then we were fine. We did a little shopping, but we weren't hungry anymore. A little Muslim chatterbox from Zamboanga. What are they saying? Are they here? Did you see the video? I'm going to need to take a break because all this liquid is going to come out. Honey, I didn't go pee before the live stream, so guess what? I used to be able to go 4 hours without having to go to the CR, but not anymore, Bruce. Yeah, don't be shocked by that. Those fat wiggly bellies, people like to watch that. I don't know why. Fat wiggly bellies and sex. Anything that might look like the boob or whatever's under the panty. If you tease them with that with a young woman, you'll get millions of views. That's what the young women are doing. I don't know who. He did one of me and Norma. We look good, but I don't know who the heck we are. I don't know what celebrities we're supposed to be. Honey, what celebrities did Jack turn us into?
I don't know.
She doesn't know either. Just 2 celebrities. Oh, it's J. Mike and Norma. We're celebrities now. It's just my face with more hair. It's like big and wavy on top. It's like a wonderful hairdo. No, it's more than just a chubby person. It's like a big wiggly belly. It's like that's the whole video right there. So if you're a man, that's really about as good as you can get. So he's done a lot with us. Not all of it's flattering. That's okay though. We love Jack. See, you can get away with it if you're a good friend. You can get away with that. Because I told him it's okay. It's like, if it's really bad, they probably won't allow it. I don't know. None of it's too bad. But they still have that naked ass up on Brazilian Adventure. Now it has, when I saw it, it had 16 million views. Now the millions of views is like way up there. It's like 48 million views. They won't stop. And it's like 2 weeks old now. No, it's about 2 weeks old. And it's a slap in the face is what it is. Yep, she went over 2 million subscribers now. She was at 1.8, and now it's 2.1 million subscribers. So the rich get richer. Yep, she's showing her ass again. Most or all of her videos are showing her butt. She's not the prettiest woman in the layout. Where is it? 41 million views now. She ought to be taken down. Oh, it's ASMR. It's ASMR. They put out a warning about that. Don't use ASMR if it isn't. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? 41 million views. It just keeps going. She has a less than average face. It's not good at all. Not good. But she keeps showing her ass and she keeps getting millions of views, millions and millions of views, and they don't stop it. So all these stupid men who think that's funny are weak men. You are weak men. You guys see my cat? This is a cuddle bug right there. She just wants cuddles and hugs. And sorry, can't have you up here. I'm live. Brazilian adventure. I don't mind giving her a plug, but I'm not clicking thumbs up for that. I had a girlfriend that she won a hot buns contest in Massachusetts on Cape Cod back in the day. She had a butt like that. But she's in her 60s now. I'm sure. I don't know what she looks like anymore, but I'm sure she's not that pretty 21-year-old, that's for sure. It's crazy getting away with that crap. You know, I like a good butt, to glance at, but it's YouTube's hypocrisy that's upsetting me. It's very upsetting, guys. Thank you for stopping in. I'm asking that you hit the thumbs up button under the video or through the three dots on the phone. I'll be right back, guys. Before you know it, I'll be right back. I'm going to empty that reservoir. So stay right there, guys. Thank you for staying right there, guys. Thank you. Just had to empty that. The water reservoir from the aircon unit, air conditioner, and I had to go to this comfort room real quick because I'm drinking extra fluids today. We're at the 95-minute mark. So I did last a little while. We're drinking down the fluids here, guys. Still have that cold. Who's here? Jack Vlog's here. Jack, we were talking about you. Jack's Vlogs. I don't know if it's Jack's Guitar Channel or Phantom's Guest or Jack's Food Channel. I never know what channel you're running, Jack. But we were talking about the video you made about Bruce. So much garbage out. Yeah, people are watching garbage. We can't compete with that. They want failure and they want porn. 50% of the viewers of YouTube are under 40 and they want porn. So they're gonna 41 million views now on that naked ass. They're not taking it down. I don't get it. $41 million views. She went from 1.8 million subscribers to 2.1 million. Oh, you still only have 2 channels? You keep changing the name, that's why. With a name like Jack, the second part of the name has to be unique. I'm lucky with J. Mike. Well, there's other J. Mikes, but I'm right near the top. I'm finishing my omelet, so my backup's not looking well. There it goes. What did you do? You made videos. So we're trying to figure out what's we talked about Bruce with the tummy, the wiggly belly, but then we're talking about the one you did about me and Norma, and I'm like, I can't figure out what celebrities we are. Austin, I'm done with the last bite. This is a broccoli and cheese omelet with tomato. It's beautiful, mostly egg and broccoli, a little bit of tomato and cheese. Very tasty. Norma puts broccoli in the egg. It's a slow cook, so the broccoli is firm but not chewy. I like physics. I'm not a physicist, but what's not to like about it? They don't know everything. Physicists don't know everything. That ain't true. Most of them stay in school and they become professors and they don't learn everything. If you don't continue to learn and study in the real world, you're not as smart as you think you are. If you're making arguments that you're smart, you're a fool. We always see that, especially with like Richard Dawkins and all those people. He never got out of school. He never had a real job. He's just a teacher. Gail's back. Welcome. Yeah, I let you back in. I don't know. I don't even know who one of the one of the admins blocked you out, so you were okay for like an hour, and then I think you started getting too too pushy with them. So maybe I don't know. Were you drinking? I don't know. That's what happens when you're drinking. Everything's funny, and then everyone's laughing, and then you end up saying too much. Hate from Japan? What? There's no hate. Japanese people are no. When I fly, I've I use Japan Airlines or um, Air Nippon. So it's always Japanese flight attendants, almost always. I flew Philippines once. So the last time I flew Philippine Airlines, so I didn't get the Japanese. They're so polite. They bow down and stuff like that, but they're just polite. Yeah, I told you when they blocked you out, I said, "Oh, let them come back next time," because I wasn't going to go in there because you got to dig in and look through the studio. Someone hid you from the channel. That will just get rid of you, right? That you won't come back unless I go in there and I have to go look for you. But you are back because if I don't do that, then we can never see you on the. You can watch, but you can't chat. So it's warm here. What is the current temperature? Let's see. Let's go to Google. Where is Google? There it is. Oh no. Where am I? 87 degrees. It's 87. That's actually not too hot. 87 is just about right because it's after 11 a.m. So it may not hit 90. Let's see what the forecast is. It may, but that's about as high as it'll get. So it's almost as hot as it'll get, which isn't bad. As the temperature goes around here, that's not a bad thing because it's like partly sunny with a little crack of sunlight coming through. If you want to, I don't know who cares, but there's a little sun shining. Right, I don't know what's wrong with that picture. Maybe I need to clean off the camera. Is that what that is? Clean off the back cam. Thanks for coming in, guys. All I ask is that thumbs up. There's a heart on the chat, and there's thumbs up under the video, or if you touch the dots on your phone, it'll drop down a thumb up. Just ask that you guys hit that if you would. If you wouldn't mind. Shooting star with your phone call, you're always on the call. You gotta be careful. Don't be like my old friend Darren. He was always on a call. Oh, I did 2 videos, Jack, with Jordan Peterson talking about the psychopaths that think that they're gonna live a life of one night stands. That's the worst kind of psychopath. And well, I mean, for 15 seconds he gets into it, but it's like hard hitting. But I didn't get a lot of views, and I did 2 of them, so figuring one of these is going to get, but it doesn't. What happened? Well, I had to think quick. I wasn't really like with it when I was going live. I felt good, but my head wasn't in it. And I realized I still had my cold, so I just wanted to say something to get people in. Jay, if you chat, my big mouth will take over. So when you say something, it'll take over. Oh, it's true. That I forgot his name already. He did die. The rumor had it that someone died, and it's true. Michael Fazio. I was just told that it's true. Love you, Keo. Thank you so much for coming back. Oh, it's awesome when we block you. It wasn't me. I don't know who blocked you. But one of the sensitive guys. It was either Sean or Brett or I forget who else was here. But oh, you said fuck you, Brett. I'm not sure who wiped you out, but you're back. That's awesome. I don't know why you did that. Why you said that, or if you even know who he is. He's a little over supportive of people he doesn't know. I'm not sure why he does that, but that's not a bad thing, I guess. Yeah, we weren't sure if it was true, and I'm told that that's confirmed that it is true. I think it was Big E that said it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I can go back and see that. Wow, we go back. Looking way back. Does it go to the beginning? I'm not sure if it goes all the way. No, it goes when Yaz came in. Yad Zamodia. Yeah, near the beginning of not the very beginning, but near the early minutes of the live stream. Trying to see who confirmed it. I don't know if it matters, but my frame of mind, I sort of forgot. It might have been Big E. Whole different crowd here now. Thanks for sticking around, guys. 21 million in the house right now. Awesome. See him. He didn't really post. He's not like a super poster, so he only made a couple of posts. So, but he does get his facts straight. So, I'll go look at his channel. He may not have anything up there. There's somebody else who doesn't have any posts either. We're wondering what's going on with him. That would be Darren Dobson. I never wished him any harm, but we'll see. We'll see. I got all these cups of liquid here. They're all like still have a little bit left. It's hard to drink hot lemon tea, but then when it gets cold, you don't want it. I'll do this. I'll heat that back up in a little bit. Oh, I miss my dark glasses. Remember when I used to wear these all the time? The lens, they're still here. We got the old J Mike glasses. These are reading glasses. It's like 2.25, I think. The problem isn't. The problem is that it's cracked right here, and the lens falls out, and it won't fix. I don't know why. Super glue won't hold it unless I'm using super glue that doesn't work. But there they are. They're still here. I had two of them, but one of them lost one of the lenses. I don't know where it went. I don't know what happened. Screw DB, move on. Yeah, he's gone. He's done too. I don't know what's the matter with him. He's got an upcoming charity event. The terms of service with YouTube is that you're not allowed to do an official charity event unless you have 100,000 subscribers and you arrange it through their charity button. I guess they have they have some there's like a path to take. You got to follow their rules to make it an official charity. But he never did that. He never did that. Just, come here and show. He didn't show me any check. He said he gave it to him. Oh, no, I gave him a check. All right. I would have done a video. It's funny how video people didn't do a video. It's like you're not ready to do a charity on YouTube. You begged for your subscribers, in the growing streams, and then you're out there doing charities. It's all nonsense. We do more charity out in the street. When I go down to the avenue, I'm giving them little small amounts of money. But that adds up. That adds up to bigger amounts. Family gets more. That's always true. Family gets more. There's no doubt about that. Planning a trip to Manila? Don't do it. Don't come here thinking you're going to be a sexpat because you're a maniac. We got people now. We got guys doing videos about dating in the Philippines. He's another maniac. Yeah, I've been coming here since such and such date. Keep saying that. Sigma Giat UWU. Thanks for stepping in. Sophie. Oh, Sophie. Thank you. Thank you, Sophie. Who died? Michael Fazio, I'm told. That is the one. I didn't really know him. I'm gonna look. I don't know if I can find him. Let's see if I can find him. Alpha Male Construction. That's him, right? Anyone that calls themselves an alpha male is not an alpha male. Why would you do that? That's how you know who the alpha males are. You don't have to be told. He's got his. You can see his fingers over the camera at the top, and they're still there. Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. Trike ride. Tagbilaran City to Panglao, 400 pesos. That's a lot of money. We get trike rides for like 30, 40, and 50 pesos, depending on where we're going. Why would you? By far is the most useless of all. Yeah, that video started with his fingers were in the way of the view. I don't know why he did that. So let's look at his channel. Last 30 days, he has 4,000 views. When was the last one? Who's the fat slob? He's doing a video about fat slob. That was a year ago. Let's check out videos. Latest 3 weeks ago. Shorts. Latest. Description January 8th. That's a month ago. It's February 5 right now, right? So that's about a month ago. And let's go back to the home channel and live. What? Yeah, 3 weeks ago. 3 to 4 weeks ago is the last time he posted. Zionist ZooTube. So he's working, his videos are about shock factor. Let's see how many views he has. Lifetime 1.3 million views. No. People know him and I don't, which means he's here longer than me. So 2013. So Alpha Male Construction Videos, Michael Fazio Fazio. I always heard talk that Chelsea Showalter, thanks for coming in. Thank you so much. There's a saying, alpha males don't have to tell you they're alpha males. You know who they are. right? Joe Marie Santos, thank you for stepping in. Oh, that's what I'll do. Okay, so yeah, I appreciate it, guys. If you hit the thumbs up, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We got 13. Let's go. Now, there's a button on the chat. I'm not talking about that. It's over under the video on laptop and or desktop, and on phone it's the three dots. If you click that, a thumb will drop down, among other things. If you wouldn't mind, that's awesome. I love it. Like and subscribe, Jack. Like and subscribe. Only subscribe if you're looking to find me again. If you're going to come back, that's the only reason you want to subscribe, right? If you don't intend on coming back or seeing any more content, I do lots of shorts, mostly jeepneys, but other stuff too. We like to go out and get a burger and then show that. It's fun. They get views because everyone loves a good burger, right? We went to there's a new Jollibee, so they had the mascot there. That's we were doing, high fives and hugs with the mascot. That was funny. So it's, how are you guys doing? I get this bad cold. It won't go away. I don't know why. Maybe tomorrow it'll be gone. Maybe tomorrow. Oh yeah. 25, 28, 23, 25. So the peak is 25 peak viewers, 554 views in the live stream. I never did the analysis while we were live. I never bothered with that. It didn't make any sense to me. But insert ad. I don't know how that works. Oh, oh, I see. I'm not sure if that's true. Create highlight video. We'll highlight the when the food was delivered. That's always a good one, right? Let's go back to YouTube. The most popular website in the Philippines. What? It's the Philippines Live Sports app. Why do I want that? That's a waste of time. Champion family, welcome. Welcome in. Thank you so much for saying hello. Hello right back. I don't. What I'm doing is I'm talking about chats, but it's gonna strike me to be able to say something. So you can't just say hi or okay, or I won't be able to respond to that. I will say what I know. If you give me something resembling a fact, Norma, Jack said hi to you. Sorry, Jack, I didn't get to that right away for whatever reason. Alex Hardy's here. Hey, Alex, what's going on? Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. I get a seat saved. But I don't know if it works after I go live. That I'm not. If you want to see if it works, how do I? I'll have to do that on my phone. Can I do that on the phone? I'm not sure if I can do that. I don't want to end the live. How did I do that? Let me try that again. I'm going to try that one more. Hold on. Alex, are you still there? You want to come up? I want to see if it works. I haven't tested it yet. Hold on. Hold on. Work. I'm not sure. Before I go live, that I don't know. That I don't know. We're past the 2 hour mark. It's going to be hard to go another hour because of this bad cold. The problem is my head feels like a ton of bricks. Right, Norma? This cold has me wiped out. The breakfast was beautiful. What? I ate it all. The headache just started coming though. Maybe because I ate all that food. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you said, yeah, I can't get the link to work. I thought I could do it. I'm not sure how it works. I don't know why it's telling me to scan. I copied it at the beginning. The YouTube allotment allows one guest up here, but I can't get it to work. Do you like kids? No, I hate kids. I love kids. How does that sound? I love kids. Why would you? Are you a kid? Let's check it out. All ages. We're here for all ages, guys. So you're a new channel, Sammy. Sammy's here asking me if I like kids. Are you a kid? That I don't know because you got no video. I don't think you got videos. So I can only interact with you so much. But yeah, I like kids. If you got something to give me, I like you. And I don't mean money or gifts. I mean like something intellectually. Like if you're a 3-year-old and you can sit down and have a conversation with me, I like you. when when my number 2 daughter was 3, she could sit down and talk with me and say, "Hey, what's up, Dad?" But when my daughter was babysitting a 5-year-old, he he didn't have a conversation at all. He just wanted to hang on to something that I didn't. He had no permission to have his hands on, and I wanted to get it away from him. And it's like he's playing tug of war with me. Yeah, I'm trying to send you the message on my phone, but I guess it got wiped out. So it's only letting me scan. It's not letting me paste and send. I copied it before I went live. I copied it, but I guess when I went live, I should have. I guess you have to send it right away. I'm not sure how that works. So I can't figure out. All right, fine. Chicken curry. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's not adobo cut.
Chicken curry,
There's a
drumstick.
when you have a whole chicken, right? They say you ask them to cut it at the meat market, and they'll say, "Would you like that adobo style cut?" If you say yes, there's like 8 chops, and I don't like that because you get all the bones and all the pieces of meat. I don't like that. I hate bones. Christopher Mitchell's here. Awesome. Good to see you. Sammy, so you guys, Sammy needs videos. I don't know what to tell you. It's not easy to get going strong on YouTube.
because
if you're an individual entrepreneur, honey, I just want to heat up what I have. Okay. She takes care of me. My wife is the best woman I could have married. I'm no fool. I know what's good for me. I've only heard of it. I've not seen it in action. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've seen it where two people are up there, but I think they start the live stream that way, or they they send the link before the live stream starts. Once I start the live stream, the seat goes away, so I can't do it. And then it's asking me if I want to scan something. It says,
This is lemon also.
"Is it warm? Oh, it's hot. I'm gonna burn my mouth, and then I won't be able to talk." Yeah, all I can do is speculate. It's shut down too much, huh? This won't get cold though. I'm up here sick. I was watching a live stream last night, and she had a cold, and I'm like, "See, I don't want to go live with a cold because I'm just blowing my nose and coughing and stuff." So this morning I felt fine. I blew my nose, and I'm like, "My head's clear. I can go live." And I go live, and it's like nothing. My cold is still here. It's really hot. It's really hot, honey. What's going on here? I'll be okay. I'll be okay. What's in there? Oh, how many different things you're giving me?
We have always the same.
I'm gonna put that back. I'll save that for later.
Okay.
That'll stay hot. This is a real thermos. Oops. I keep forgetting about my camera view. These aren't the old J Mike glasses, but I can see better with these on. These dark glasses I could see well, but my eyes got worse. So after 2 years, they're okay, but now they're cracked, and I can't find reading glasses that are dark. Not exactly like that. It's hard to get them. Amazon won't ship them. They won't ship here. Trying to get mail. My mother sent me a Christmas card. She thought, "Oh, I'll give it 2 weeks." She sent it on the 14th of December. I ended up getting it on the last day of January. It's like took 6 weeks. I'm glad I got it though, because one time a couple times I didn't get my mail. So yeah, I've been taking vitamin C and eating oranges and stuff like lemon, plenty of lemon water, but like that's lemon. It's not lemonade. It's lemon and ginger. You can see the lemon in there and ginger. We buy the root, the ginger root. Not the powder, the ginger root. We chop off little itty bitty pieces. You can taste it a little bit, not too much in there, but a little bit. So, what can I do? I could sing, but I'll probably cough while I'm singing. That'll be terrible. We talked about the CPR, music and movie conglomerates. They like to flex their muscles because they're part of the big lie. That's why they do that. And then money's involved. They're taking your money. It's like my live stream, my effort, and then you're demonetizing my live stream, even though it's not that much money. It's the principle involved. It's my gosh darn singing. Somebody 50 years after a song is written, right? Now, it may have been sold 10 times, and it just goes around to bigger and bigger conglomerates. Some of them are in South America. Who knows where they are? Latin America, Europe. And then finally Sony owns your song, and it's like nobody has the right to play it or even like do karaoke. It's like ridiculous. And it's like they're the authority on explaining the rule. It's like ridiculous. It's like they're not the authority on explaining anything that's truly real. Everything is a big lie. We're finding out that we've been lied to all our lives. All of our lives. And if you didn't get the memo, you're still wearing a mask. Still about, I'm going to put a number on it. I'm going to say still about 5% of the people wearing masks. But what really makes me sad is that most of them are school age. Someone wrote, "It makes me sad when an old person is wearing a mask." And I'm saying, why? It doesn't do them any good. I see school age children here wearing masks. Not all of them, but there's a good number of them that are still wearing a mask. It's like, why? I don't want to get you sick. Oh, really? I'm already sick. It's funny how I get a cold just like that. Now I'm getting older. Tomorrow is my 67th birthday. So, but I'm not going to be live. Maybe I should. Maybe I should start the day. We'll see how it goes. But we might want to get out. We might go over to Mega Mall. I'm not sure where we're going to go tomorrow. I got to get my hair cut, but I don't want to sit in that chair because it takes about 45 minutes. Because he does the full shebang. He adds color and stuff like that. Gives me a massage. Upper body, shoulders, arms, and head. It's the neck. It's awesome. And he does that while he's waiting for the color to set in. So it's an awesome barbershop. If I want, and if I go early, I won't order a drink. But they have a bar at the barbershop, and you can order it. They have beer, top shelf, hard stuff, and there's no wine though. They don't have wine because it takes up too much space to store wine. So they have our fridge full of beers and canned beer. And it's not America. It's so you're not free in America, guys. You're not free. I always hear these hard asses, and I love you to death. Like we're still free. No, you were once free, and you're not free anymore. Way back, since the days of Mark Twain, your little freedoms were getting taken away. Benjamin Franklin said that. Be thankful that it takes the government a long time to make a new law, because every new law takes away freedom. You hear people upset about something. There ought to be a law. There ought to be a law. And now you're full of ought to be laws, and then you're not free to do what you want. It just needs to run its course. Hope you get. Yeah, it's been days though. When I woke up this morning, I thought, oh, it ran its course. I'm okay now. And then I was all stuffed up, and then when I blew my nose, everything started pouring out. So I thought, oh, I'll be good. Took a hot shower. I felt great. Had them email me and tell me about a song that has caused my screen. Done months ago. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't mute the song, because if somebody wants to see how some singing was done, it'll still be there. There's nothing more demoralizing than I went back to the old live stream. It's 2 years old. In memory of Murad's Haunted Journey. It had almost 1,000 views. It was a good audience, 157 thumbs up, and we did some singing. We did everything on that live stream. And I muted one song, and I wish I didn't do that. I mean, we sang about 20 songs, and one of them got muted, and I never got back to finish muting. And I thought, if I do that, the live stream is no good. So, but I did make that one mistake. And I did that a couple times, and I don't want to do that anymore. I won't do it anymore. There's no point. Yumi always makes her live streams private because of that. It's like, just put them public and let everyone think you have a busy channel. Soon we're going to grow. I save them. Oh, obviously you want the views, but you get more views in the shorts. But the thing is, I don't make anything private unless I have to save my channel. Like if we accidentally bring up somebody that does a porn bomb, I got to end that, and I got to cut it out, and then I put it up as a video. But the best videos are less than 10 minutes long. They're not, 2, 3, 4 hours. So those are usually cut short, because it usually happens in the first 2 hours. But it doesn't usually happen at all. some reason, I think YouTube's doing it. I think. Now I could be wrong, but maybe those people are sociopaths. They're narcissists. They're a little bit of everything. Narcissistic sociopaths. I did a couple of shorts about it. Sexpats Beware, with Jordan Peterson. He explains it perfectly, very quickly. We have enough laws, and we continue to make new laws all the time. When Barack Obama, he did like 200 executive orders while he was president. And my daughter was young, very smart and very young, and she was like all in favor of it. And she says, "There's nothing wrong with it." I said, "Well, there is something wrong with it, and I'm going to talk about that. Let's read the first two." And I said, if you go down and read, just take a glance at them and read them like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? There's a theme to all of it. And the theme is to weaken the states. It's the United States. It's not America the Beautiful. It's the United States of America. So his executive orders would take away some power from states, the power of authority over land areas, which is key. The other thing that would take power from states is to get rid of the Electoral College, the electoral vote. It gives all states an equal say in who gets in the Senate, which is very powerful. Without the Electoral College and the 2 senators, it's separate. 2 senators is key, but also the Electoral College. Without that, California already has the most say because they have the most electoral votes, because they have the highest population. So, but the Electoral College says that Los Angeles and New York, the 2 largest cities, they're not going to run the country. It gives some of the rural areas a bit. It doesn't give you total equal say, but it gives you more equal say than you would have had, and I think that is very important. It's what puts state in the United States. There's 50 states. Why have 2 states run everything and only the cities? The two big cities. If you remember, Barack Obama was encouraging everyone to move out of the suburbs and rural areas into the cities. They want everyone in the cities so they can shut you down and shut you up, and create an addiction to social media, and then tell everyone limited or banned travel and stay 6 feet apart. It's to keep people from meeting new friends and being a think tank and breaking them up. But they're now a victim of their own inventions now, but it's taking a long time because there's still a lot of people addicted to television. It's hard for a lot of people to realize, especially if they're 70. What do you mean I've been like, that's bullshit. I'm smart enough to know the difference. That's what everyone thinks. Really? Where's your PhD in philosophy or psychology? It doesn't exist. But what does exist is everyone thinks that I have a degree, so you can't take my education away. You can never take that away from me. Your degree in evolution is useless unless you're an evolutionary biologist, which teaches you that poodles and chihuahuas don't become wolves. They want new content. Yeah, they don't want live streams. Live streams are the worst things. That's why I'm doing this format. Karaoke, it's okay. It makes no difference if they CPR your karaoke unless they tell you that they're removing the live stream. You don't want that. You'll get anywhere from 300 to 400 views. Right now, at this very moment, I'm gonna do the analytics. If I end the live stream right now, I will have, it takes a few seconds to pop in, 678 views, but it will only go up by a few. It won't Probably won't go over 700 unless I stay live. The peak concurrent viewers is, what's 25? Where'd it go? I guess it's 23, and that happened twice. 25. Oh, there it is. Oh, that happened a few minutes ago. That happened at, it's 11:51 now. That happened about 11:20. Concurrent viewers. What did I say? 680. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thank you for coming in and hitting that thumbs up under the smash that like button. The like button, not the heart on the chat box. The the okay. I'm going back and forth here. All right. I did. Oh, you know what I want to do? If you haven't seen this, guys, it's not funny. It's my video how to grow your channel. It's very quick. It's only like 2.5 minutes. But there it is, how to grow. I found that voice that everyone, it's a new artificial voice. I found it and I got to use it. So it's in there. It's a very popular voice. Oh, let's see. My head is pounding. Thanks, Bruce. I'm trying to figure out different things to do. You know, I took notes. I put it in the program, and I made the artificial voice, and then I put that in another program to add to the video, and then I just popped it out there. It is what it is. I'd like, the only way I can do that differently is if I use my voice to text, and then change my voice. I haven't figured that out yet though, but that would be the to get the voice to pause when I want it to. He does a good job, but there was one little part there because I'm just putting the text in as an outline, and then so he read it as he thought it should be read. But it's artificial intelligence that's doing it. AI is doing it, and it does a good job. It does a very good job. Wow, the viewers just went up. Thanks for coming in, guys. It's a beautiful day. Look at that. Look at that. I'm trying to figure out Alpha Male Construction. So he's, rest in peace, Michael Fazio. Michael passed away recently. Some people know him. I know of him. I didn't really know very well. All right. Oh. So 3 hour mark is 180. 180 minutes is 3 hours, right? So we still have 35 minutes to go. I don't know. I'm running out of energy. I thought it was going to be a good day for a live stream. Maybe it is, but not a good day for Jay. I have a big mouth. So, depending on what's being told to me, I can talk about it. That's what that means. I have a big mouth. I just, things come out. None of it's a lie. Because I don't, like, I'm not going to pick on Shooting Star and make fun of you. I'm not going to do that. Len Whistler. Even if you're spamming Alex Hardy, if you're spamming me and talking smack, I might speak a truth that hurts, but it's not going to be a lie. I'm 66. Tomorrow's my 67th birthday. That's how old I am. So don't don't let age fool you. It doesn't make you stupid to grow older. I'm not at my best right now. I'm not. No, a lot of people do that. I had a niece in her 20s. She might have even turned 30, and she said, "You're 60, so that means you're stupid." But then in another sentence, she said, her mother's my sister, who is 3 years older than me. She said that her mom, my sister, older than me, is the smartest person she's ever met. And I went, she's got to be kidding me. You're not a Rhodes Scholar. Like, family members always know not only who got the good grades, but also who accomplished things in their life. You know, there's nothing wrong with being a mother and being a good mother. It actually takes a lot. That's what she is. But there's no other accomplishments. You you are a beauty school dropout. That's true. So if any of you know that old song, Beauty School Dropout from the movie Grease. Beauty School Dropout. That was Grease was the famous movie with John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. Fantastic movie, classic. But one of the songs in the movie was a great soundtrack to the movie, and Beauty School Dropout was one of them. Beauty School Dropout. It was kind of funny and sad at the same time. Uh, I was lucky enough to see her live, Olivia Newton-John, and she gave a plug to John Travolta. She goes, "John's not here today, but I'm going to do that song. You're the One That I Want" was the song. That was awesome. That was John Travolta's big hit. You're the one that I want. Oh, it was just they did it just right. It was awesome, and she helped. So everything she did was good. Not great. She doesn't have any of the greatest songs, but a bunch of good songs. Good songs. I mean, I was a DJ, so I mean, like songs to write home about. I was a DJ for about, I worked mostly hotel lounges for 20 years. So take it for what it's worth, guys. I had I had five regular hotels, like one after the other. So and then one of them wasn't a hotel. It just had a restaurant attached to it. That was like very well known in Boston at the time. The Celtics were there. The Celtics played next door, so we were a tower, and so well, not a tall tower. We were only like 10 stories tall, so about a tall building. None, excuse me, nonetheless a tall building. So that was a lot of fun. Saw a lot of NBA players. One of our doormen was tall with light colored hair, and he was about 6'8". And everyone thought, Larry Bird's here. And I went, no, that's not Larry Bird. That's our doorman. Don't mess with him. He'll throw you out the window. Thanks, Bruce. Happy birthday tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. We want to go out, though. We're going to take a ride. Hopefully, I'm feeling better than I am now. I don't know why I still have this cold. A lot of Filipinos have colds right now. I was sick last week or 2 weeks ago, and I thought, okay, I'm feeling better now. I'm glad I'm over the sickness, and then I got a cold. But it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same sickness. It was different. So I don't know. There's no COVID. COVID is just another form of the flu. Now it's a respiratory flu, but still the flu. It's they in the lab created gain and function. And then they set it free. That is true. Since I don't lie on YouTube, that doesn't mean they won't shut me down because they hate the truth. Prudencio Santos, hello. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Even though I have a cold, I feel okay. Just the normal aches and pains of turning 67 tomorrow. You know, maybe not as bad as others. But when you see me do this, it's because my neck is tight. But the pain's gone anyway. So the pain I had, how to grow. Yeah, check that video out. Not a long video, but 2.5 minutes, 2:40. It's got the AI voice in there. It's awesome. Just check it out. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. I'm doing good. I gotta watch that video. Morning walk, 5 minutes long. That's Big E, right? Yep, Big E free speech. 3.5 now. I don't know why that number keeps going up. I'm not sure why. It probably means something to him. I'm feeling good. I just woke up this morning like I'm feeling great. I want to get up and do a live stream. It's the first thing I thought of. But then I didn't get up right away. It's like I'm thirsty. I need water. If I drink going to bed, if I have too much water, I keep waking up to pee. It's like, okay, I'll drink a little bit and then I'll go to sleep. It ain't easy getting old. That's why older people don't always want to go out. No, I gotta keep running to bed. But then when I went out yesterday, I never went to the bathroom. So we were out, even though I had the cold, and I never went. We were out for over 4 hours. I never had to pee at all. That was fun. I don't know what it is. It's a relapse. It's a relapse. Good morning, Vietnam. Remember that movie? That was weird. That was very weird. He let his own personality come out in those movies. That was all him. That was his personality. That's what makes a great actor. Is like he can become himself, and then that is what he is. So, and then he just put it out in movies. Oh, it's so sad that he died. Well, we're all gonna die. But I hope he's saved now. If you're not saved, if you didn't have faith in Christ, I don't know what he's going to do on Judgment Day. It won't be up to me. I'll only pray that he does love you and save you, but I don't know. They said there's a lot of cool people in hell. I didn't say that. Jesus said that. Wide is the path to destruction. It's funny the words he uses, they don't lose effect. The words he used from 1500 BC all the way to 33 AD, they don't you don't mix up the meaning. We do, but that's why you need Bible study. The New Testament was written in Greek, and the Old Testament was written in Hebrew. So when we come along and we read a new modern version, we think we know everything. You can't learn the Bible by yourself. Wait long, wait. We got chat going on. Alright. Watch the video that Big E did from Vietnam. He's in Da Nang right now. I'm getting ready to watch that video. Da Nang. Yeah, I get it up, but I can't watch it until I'm done with the live stream, so that'll be the next thing I watch. It's a 5-minute. It should be okay. It says Da Nang right on the front, right on the right at the start. So I will watch that. Yeah, for good and evil. So you can't just pull quotes out and use them separately. The best way to find truth is to cross-reference verses that say the same thing. Why does the Old Testament verify the New? Why is that? To me, basically speaking, the Bible is a timeline of the family of Jesus Christ. Why is that? Young stepper, you scare the fuck out of me. Are you? No. Wait, I can't see the whole thing. The button gets in it. Are you on the registry? No, I'm not on the registry. I'm just talking about life. The big lie and the first truth are two different things. You got to know the first truth to understand where and when and how they're lying to you. The big lie is a big thing. They want to tell you things to make you, to get power over you, to run your life and run the world without authority. The central banks and the conglomerates that buy the rights to everything, called copyright, movies and music, and people buying shares in the 500 largest companies in America, called stock offerings, they're buying you out. They're not buying you out, but they're buying influence, and they're telling the CEOs what to do. And in turn, the CEOs are saying, oh, we got no training, you guys got to do this. And then everybody does things the same way. And then part of that is the sex change and all that nonsense. It's all part of the big lie. You got to know that, but you got to know the first truth to understand where things begin. Evolution cannot be explained. It is not explained, and you can't keep. You don't. They say they can't. No one can take your education away. Yeah, no one can take that certificate of graduation away, but it means nothing. The evolution theory of evolution is nonsense. There's nothing true about it. It isn't proven. They've never proven it, but everything about God is true, and it's been proven. Scientists are proving it day after day after day. Fossils aren't made over millions of years. They're made quickly and suddenly. The Great Flood explains all of that. There's no fossil record of any people going from ape to man. It doesn't exist. It didn't happen. Yeah, and then the scholars have stopped the this. The universities have stopped trying to say it isn't true, but they just want to ignore it and pretend that it doesn't exist, of which they're failing. But people, knowing this, people will reject God till the very bitter end, like Mark Zuckerberg. And I'm worried about Elon Musk and Jordan Peterson. They're not saved yet either. Although evolution is a lie. It's not true. So, I like the things that Elon Musk and Jordan Peterson are saying, and Joe Rogan, but none of the three are saved yet because they haven't accepted Jesus as their Lord and Savior. It's like, where do you think you came from? Once you realize where you came from, then you have no choice other than to accept them as your Lord and Savior. Him as your Lord and Savior. Jesus is God. I had a big argument with a Jewish person about that. He said, Jesus didn't become God. I said, no, God became Jesus. There's a Trinity that you need to understand. When Jesus went back to heaven, the Holy Ghost stayed with us. The Holy Ghost is with us. It's not constrained by time and space. That's how he can be everywhere. There's a Holy Spirit. It's one because there's one heart. He loves you. He loves all of us. He loves the murderers, but he is going to punish you if you don't get your name in the book of life. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Because, when you question what I'm saying and you say, well, how do you know? All I have to say is, wait, oh, I lost, hold on, I lost the backup again. The backup is showing me the chat. All right. All I have to do is ask you one question. How do you think you got here? See, you have a conscience. Your conscience tells you when you do something or you contemplate doing something wrong, it tells you this is wrong, and you get that feeling I'm doing something wrong. But when you do it over and over, the Holy Spirit turns its back on you and it separates from you until and then you're in love with sin, and then you're a bad person because the Holy Spirit's not there to guide you and love you. So at that point, you're a lost soul. It's not easy to get there. Mr. Cartoonist is back. Thanks for coming back in. Awesome. So now you have a conscience. So, and you also have other things like, I knew it. When you say, I knew it, something told me. Or you have feelings, like somebody says they can't measure or see something, then it doesn't exist. What about intuition? Where do you think that comes from? If I was smart enough to create life, right, by zapping a protein in water at 99 degrees Fahrenheit, and then life created, how would I make it be able to think and do stuff and have intuition and like he was born with it. He's gifted. How do I make somebody know how to write with a pen or learn to do that or stand up and walk? How do they have instincts? How do you teach instincts? Or how do you create it? And you have all that in there. Every cell in your body is a conglomerate of encyclopedias. We still can't explain that. It's been 40 years. It's been 44 years since we came up with the human genome theory, and we still can't explain it. Oh, but they're talking about putting chips in people's heads. Oh, really? I wouldn't go there. Everyone wants to prolong their lives. Like, I want to live as long as possible. I could live forever with a chip in my head. Oh, really? Knock yourself out. We were already told that you can live forever if you follow Jesus. I don't argue with people about God. The Bible says that people will one day know the truth. Yeah, that's true too. But Jesus tells us that the purpose of our lives is not only to accept and know Him and accept that He's our Creator and our Savior, but also we're here to tell that story. That's the purpose of our lives. The Bible says that. The reason you go to Mass or church, you don't have to go to Catholic Mass because the Catholics have changed things, and now, 2,000 years later, there's like 30 things they do that aren't biblical. So it's just not really. That's why they're so different. But the true Word of God says that the purpose of life is to accept me as your Creator and to spread the word. Yeah, no, but I had to hit on Catholics because of it. It's a big subject. So Norma is Catholic. My first wife was also Catholic. My daughters were raised Catholic. But I'm born again Christian. I was never Catholic. But we got married in a Catholic church. All fine. Because I'm not praying to Mary and all this stuff and saying the rosary. I told Norma to stop doing that. And then I said, you want to know a secret? Your nephew is a born again Christian. He's a pastor. He's well known in the church we go to. We don't go to Catholic church. We go to Christian church, and he's well known there. Although he's not there because he's out in the Visayas. He's in Samar, which is in the Visayas, and but he is a minister. And he said, Jay, I pray for Norma, his aunt Norma, every day that she can be born again and therefore be saved in her lifetime. And I said, yeah, we're praying twice a day, and we still do. So she wants to pray and believe in Jesus. Hey, Mix is here, guys. Awesome. shooting stars here. Oh, let's see who else. Mr. Cartoonist is here. Good number of people here. 14 million people in the house. Thanks, guys. So there's so much to know. Yeah, the ads are running. You guys getting ads popping up? They're running. All right, right back. It's just a quick 5-second. So thanks if you're still watching, guys. Thank you. J Mike are one of those, if those people that believe, like in America, that Israel is right to slaughter people due to. That makes no sense to me. You're going to have to reword that. I don't know if that's a question or a statement, but the way you wrote that, it makes no sense. I'm not. Someone asked me if I stand with Israel. I stand with the biblical Israel, not the Pharisees were Israeli too, and they were wrong. So that's the Israel I stand with. If you're doing what the Pharisees believed in, I pray that you can be saved. Ads, yeah, I got an ad myself on my backup, so it is what it is. If I can make a few cents and get over the 100 threshold, I'll be pleased. I'm like right there. I'm like this close to getting. I got paid the month prior to last month, but last month I missed it, so this month I'm like right there because I'm not getting super chats. I grew up in a Baptist church, but I'm not a Baptist today. There's lots of denominations of Christianity. The Catholics did not invent Christianity. Christianity was here before the Catholic Church. I'll tell you that right now, and I'll tell you that until the day I die. The Catholics are actually changing Christianity, and there's at least 30 things that the Catholics do that are not biblical. And what really bothers me is that the biggest thing they do, they get rid of the Second Amendment, the Second Commandment, and then they turn the 10th into 2. And I saw that, and it's up here in the Philippines. I went up on the mountain and saw it. It's there. They believe in it. And it's like, stop it. If you're a true Christian, you have to study Genesis, and you have to know everything comes from that. And you have to love the Jews for their belief in Genesis. If you don't, you're not a true Christian. You can't read it by yourself. You need Bible study, especially as you get into it. It tells you everything. The truth began in the beginning. Yeah. You need the first truth is Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. That if you don't understand that, then you don't know right from wrong or fact from fiction. You won't be able to discern, with the help of the Holy Spirit, right from wrong and who's lying and who's telling you the truth. I used to think for a while, for years, who's right, who's wrong? Oh, we haven't. They're equally right and wrong. The Democrats are right about this, but maybe they're wrong about that, and then the Republicans are wrong about most things, but they're right about that. No, that ain't true. That was never true. There is a banking conglomerate which is going along with the corporate conglomerate, telling people they have to follow these guidelines and those guidelines, and everybody's all in this together, and we're going to save the planet. That's all nonsense. None of that's true. Which, therefore, puts in we can throw in the bucket global warming nonsense and COVID and all that other stuff. COVID is a gain of function done in a lab. And then if you tell people their children's lives are in danger, they'll follow your next instruction. That's what they did. And that's where wearing of masks comes in. Right, Joe Marie Santos? Okay. The truth expert. Yeah, the truth began in the beginning. Abraham's son Ishmael was an Arab, and his other son Isaiah was Jew. Because they had two mothers, they went different ways. That's why that happened. But I wasn't going to talk about that, so my mind's not on it. Isaac. The name is Isaac. We're on low bat. So a little bit longer, guys, because the charger is plugged into my lapel mic, so we can't stay charged. I just start with a fully charged phone. That's what we'll do. Abraham's son, Isaac. Yeah, it makes sense if you go to Bible study and you study it. That's what I'm saying. You can't just read that and then say, I read the Bible, I know the Bible. That's never going to be true. Amel Ingala, thanks for coming in. Thank you so much. I'll give you a jacket. Thank you. They keep telling me get rid of the jackets and don't have jackets, but I do it so that we can do certain things. Certain things can be. Let's see what Bruce is saying. The Bible is like connect the dots. In order to understand it, you need someone to teach it that knows how to connect those dots. It's called cross-referencing. If a teaching can cross-reference phrases from different books, then you know it's true. That's what you do. It's Isaac. Yes, it is Isaac. So Isaac had, if I'm getting my names right, he had, I think it was Isaac. Oh, Abraham had children from 2 wives because his first wife couldn't have a child. So he got his slave. The slave is the housekeeper. They choose to be slaves. They're free to go, but they choose to be slaves so they can eat and stay alive and be taken care of. Slaves are taken care of. So it's not what we think when we say slaves. People think, oh, the Bible's no good because there was slavery in it. And slaves loved their masters because they had a job, and it was like, okay, they're endeared to them because when you don't have cars, and luxury tour boats, the Norwegian cruise lines, you don't have plumbing. They had to dig wells. You had to stay with a group. You had to stay with a family. Families stuck together like they do in the Philippines. So if you weren't family, you were a slave, and everyone had to do their work. So what's the slave's specialty? Well, I take care of the wife. Whatever she needs, I wash her ass, I cook her food, whatever it is, I comb her hair. That's the wife's slave. They get to eat and sleep and get taken care of. And so that's how that worked. But if you sell someone off to slavery, you don't know what's going to happen to them. So that changes. So if they have a family, they don't want to go anywhere else. They want to stay there because they don't have the family. So they do, but it's not their family. So they take a family that loves them, and they have to work. But everyone has to work. The men had to do work. That's how that worked. That's why that was. So when you just say they were slaves, they suck. Yeah. It's not like that. Ishmael's mother was from Abraham's concubine. I think her name was Rebecca or something like that. And then the mother's name was Sarah. The other mother was Sarah. But Sarah had a baby at 99, I think, and that was Ishmael. And that's why, so she went with the Arabs and then took the baby with them. And then she came back. But Sarah didn't like her because, hubby had sex with you. I can't have you around here. Get out. Isaac's mother was from Abraham's wife. Yes, that is true. Isaac. So there's so much to learn. And there's little things that I need to go and relearn it. I don't know every little every little in and out. That's why you need Bible study, guys. And then the people giving us the Bible study, they're learning too, so they're like grasping at straws. So it's a back and forth, and then the more Bible study you have, the more you know. It's not that simple, Mix. I'm not going to really simplify that. What you think you see and what you know now may not be the whole story. That's why I'm keeping my opinions about Israel to a minimum, because I don't see the whole story. But curse those that curse Israel. Well, if you don't throw the first punch and someone punches you, then that means that they're cursing you, right? So that would be true. I don't believe Israel threw the first punch. Palestine has been offered statehood multiple times, and they're rejecting it. So I wouldn't, in my right mind, take the sides of the Palestinians. Now, is somebody innocent? Maybe. But is this whole thing the fault of? See, the Palestinians put Hamas in charge. That's a mistake. Because Hamas doesn't care about the first truth. So you got to go back to that. Now, do I know what they care about? Maybe I need to shut my mouth. But overall, I would say that the Bible is true. So look into the Bible to find out the truth. The 12 tribes, there's going to be 144,000 people out of 12 tribes who will be saved. I believe they will become born again and believe in Jesus Christ and then save other people. That's my belief right off the top from what I know. CA, thanks for stopping in. Thank you so much. My point to you is that Israel's settlers have been settling land for the last 20 years, burning people out of houses. I need to see the bigger picture. That's what I'm trying to do, is look at the bigger picture. You're looking at a smaller picture. Burning people. They don't want to live with the Palestinians. And I don't want to get into a small little, there's a few people here doing this. I don't want to get into that. Whether it's 20 people or 2,000. We're talking about the nation of Israel stopping the terrorism that still goes on coming out of Palestine, which is caused by Hamas. That's what we're talking about. Any little fuss that's going on, that's a separate issue. In the 100 years disagreement between the Hatfields and the McCoys, I'm sure one of the Hatfields, was in love with the McCoy girl, or something like that. That doesn't mean the beef wasn't going on, or that there was peace, but there's still beef. It's like, well, officially we're still beefing, but there's been no fights. Every few years it blows up because someone said it to me. If the Palestinians put down their weapons, there will be peace. If the Israelis put down their weapons, there'll be no more Israel. That's the difference. So I hope that answers your question. People being treated like second-class citizens is not a separate issue. It is if they don't belong in your country. When you don't want peace, you don't belong. So that's what I'll say about that. If you don't want peace, you don't belong. If you're just trying to no, we want Israel to be our country. No, you have your strip in your West Bank. That's the land we gave you. but it's not good enough for them. They want to do other stuff, and I don't agree with that. It's wrong. Why are they doing it? Well, because somebody over here having sex with my sister. That's not the fault of the Israeli military. If some silly little things are going on. So you gotta look at the big. Don't call little turmoil, little tiffs, the big picture when you're not seeing the big picture. The first truth needs to be understood. So you're going to give me a lesson now. Questions are welcome, but tell me what's going on, and then it doesn't match up with the first truth. The Jews living in Israel are Ashkeloni Jews. They have no connection to the Middle East. Why? Because they once left, and then they came back years later with a mix. If they're there and they have some Jewish blood, then they're Jews, right? If you have there's a lot of white people with some black blood, so therefore they're black, right? That's what happens in America. Well, one of my grandmothers is black, so therefore I'm black. It's sort of a similar thing. Well, there was no Jerusalem before 1948, and they know how to defend their land as a sovereign nation, and the Palestinians do not. They have their areas, and it is what it is. Whatever feelings they have is besides the point. That's all I'm saying. The first truth has to agree with what we're talking about, or they can't go any further. 903 views, but we're getting low bat. Where are we on the bat? 15%. We can stay live for a little bit longer. I'd like to hit that 1,000. Have you read Revelation 3:9? Read it to me. Put it out there. I'm actually studying Revelation now, and it's been a couple of years. So I'm going to speculate that you're not saved yet. Mick, I'm talking to Mix, M-I-K-S. I'm going to speculate that you're not saved yet because you have mixed belief in the truth, the first truth. You have a conflict going on, and you're trying to tell me about it, which means you're not saved. We're gonna read. I'm gonna put Revelation 3:9. Revelation 3 verse 9. Let's see if I can find that first of all. No, you're doing exactly what I said that people do. They read the Bible without any study. Behold, here's Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. That's what I said. God loves everyone. So you need to understand what that means. If you're lying, so what are they lying about? So where's the lie? If you live a lie, then nothing good is going to come out of that. So if somebody's living a lie, who is that, and what's the lie? You gotta get deeper into it. You can't just say, "Oh, you're a liar. You're gonna burn in hell," because we're not the judge. Jesus is. But it is our job to spread the word. that, and that's what I'm doing. When I say the first truth, I'm spreading the word. If it doesn't line up with the first truth, that in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, if you don't understand that, then I can't argue with you. There's no arguing. Revelation 2 and 3 are messages to the 7 churches that doesn't have anything to do with what's happening over there right now. It's very complicated. I've been studying Revelation for more than 2 years. So that's an associate's degree right there, guys, because I'm not ignoring anything. I'm not saying that anyone's wrong. I'm just pointing you to what you should be thinking of. Because it was originally written in Greek, and we have to understand what that all means. Now, the translation is very good, but if there's any confusion, you got to go to the original language to solidify what you think you know that means. That's what that's all about. So don't just study Revelation 3 or Revelation 2 and 2 and 3. Go back to the beginning and start over. Don't be afraid to start over, and then, if need be, go back to the beginning again. I didn't read Revelation 21 and 22, or even 20, 21 and 22 for a long time, and then I finally decided to read it, and then now I have to go back. So we think, oh, this is just it's just things in words. That's not. It's what do you call that? It's not really straight up true. But it's like truisms. No, it's exactly true. We don't understand that God created everything, and He can create that. He's telling us what the revelation is. The end will come, and if anyone changes this, he's doomed. So I'm not trying to change it. Yeah, we know that. People are always trying to point me to other books. Other books aren't in the Bible. The book of, especially the old names. I'm slipping on one of the old names. One of the sons of Adam, or the grandson of Adam. There's a separate book on him, but he's already in Genesis. God already says that he lived a specific length of life. So we know that to be true. There was no need to have his book in the Bible. At the time, there was no need. No, everything in the Bible is true. That doesn't mean something else isn't true. It just means everything in the Bible is true. So, hold on, guys. There's so much. It's not gonna... There's too much to chase. I can't find it. But I'm just looking for one of the names. There's a book written about him, but he's also in Genesis. So the book is probably very true. I don't know if it's 100% true. Now, if it was written by the same person, if it was written by Moses, then it's true. Matthew is New Testament, and then Isaiah would probably be Old Testament. Yeah, the New Testament is Jesus is telling us about the end. That is really why he came. He came to die on the cross for our sins, to save us. Yeah, isn't it funny that 2,000 years ago they're describing today's world? And even before that, in some of the Old Testament books, they're also describing today's world. How is that possible? Because God, the Holy Spirit, gave them the words to say. There's more about the Bible that is true that we don't even talk about. That there's hidden truths in the Bible that if you pull out a word for every so many words, all the way through the Bible, there'll be another truth in there. But I can't explain how to do that. God doesn't want genocide. I don't know why you're saying that. God wanted sacrifices, and he didn't want human sacrifice. He wanted lamb because it was very valuable to people to sacrifice food. And he thought, well, if you can't sacrifice your most valuable commodity, then I'm not going to bless you. When now people say, well, I didn't like it when the son of Isaac was never killed. God wanted to know that if Isaac would do what he's told. And when he got ready to do it, he saved the baby. I think the baby was, I think it was Isaac. So God didn't want genocide. You got to be careful about saying that. When people say that, they're liars. The truth is not in them. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty, guys. How many? 193. So we're past the 4 hour mark. Okay, so almost at 1,000 views, guys. Almost. Not quite. Not quite 4 hours. Oh, that's the reason. Okay, so a few more minutes, guys, because we're on low bat. I can't charge it now because I got the lapel mic. If I do that, then my voice will get more distant, and I'll get farther away from. I'll sound like I'm farther away. Yeah, I wouldn't listen to John Hagee. You got to be careful who you're listening to. That's the other thing. The people that are teaching you could be the problem. You know, they could be well-meaning, but just be making a mistake on something they're telling you. Yeah, Bible study takes years. I studied Genesis for 2 years. It's been about 3 years now for Revelation, or something like that, right around there. So that's a college degree, but I don't know everything. I would not say that I'm a PhD. As long as human beings are running the show, there will be problems they can't solve. Only God can solve them. That's why one of the best prayers is to ask God to bring the Holy Spirit to help you with your problems. We did that. Norm and I did that a few years ago, and I got a visa during the travel ban because of it. That's the only reason. That's the only way I got here when I did. There was a travel ban, and then when I got to the LA check-in, and I'm trying to check in, and I'm like, oh no, this says right here that I don't need that document. And he goes, hold on, I'll be back. And he goes back, and some time went by, and I'm like, where the hell is he? And then everybody, all the lines going through, and then finally he comes back out, and he gives me the passport back, and he goes, you're good to go. So you just never know. They're trying to save their butt. They don't want an incident. As long yes, he asked Abraham to sacrifice Isaac, but at the same time, before that happened, he saved it. He saved Isaac because he needed Isaac. Isaac is he's in the line, the bloodline to Jesus Christ. There was no intention of killing Isaac. He wanted to know if Abraham would obey, and he learned something about Abraham. Stephen Curry or Michael Jordan? You know, everyone loves Steph Curry as a shooter, but you're going to take Michael Jordan. I mean, here's the reason, and I hope Grant Jackson. I hope you stick around for the reason. I'm going to tell you why. Wilt Chamberlain once told Michael Jordan that the NBA changed rules to slow me down. The NBA is making rules to let you get better. But now when we look back, we think the NBA has changed to make it easier for everybody. And in Michael Jordan's day, he got smacked around a lot. So he took a beating, even by today's standards, would say, not by Wilt Chamberlain standards, but by today's standards, it was more difficult to be Michael Jordan than it is to be Steph Curry. That's a little bit more difficult then than it is now. It was harder to play then. There was a thing called big men then, and now your big men are your shooters. So, just answering that basketball question, that's why I say Michael Jordan still is the best. Steph Curry is good, like maybe even second or third best. It's hard to say who's second or third or fourth. It's not LeBron James because the league has made it easy for him. It's easier to play now, although you still have to be able to shoot good. But no one needed to practice 3-point shots back in the day because they didn't use it. But then we realized when a championship was won by 3-point shooting, it's like, this is like space age basketball. Young kids have to be able to shoot threes. So now everyone that gets in the NBA is a 3-point shooter. Are they better shooters? Yes, but there's a reason for it. They work on that at a young age, and that's the only way that can happen. So you find out more shooters get into the league. There could have been a day, well, he's a good shooter, but he can't make the NBA because he can't play the low post. So he's useless to us because they didn't fully think that way. So it's just the way the league is that makes it easier for Steph Curry to be Steph Curry, but he's a good one. Steph Curry is definitely a good player. All these preachers in America are multimillionaires. John Hagee has a private jet. He lives in a mansion that's worth $10 million. Yeah, I don't know much about that. I know about a lot of them. But you got to go back to the basics. Is he teaching about stopping sin? What's he preaching about? Yesterday in church, my pastor said, we need synergy as a church to work as a group to understand why we're here. We're here because Jesus went on the cross to save us. How do you get saved? You have to believe that he did that and that he was resurrected and that you want to stop sinning. Stop lying. Lying is a sin. Pride, if you think you're the best at everything, oh, I'm proud of myself. That's a sin. Now, you can be proud of your children. That's different. That's a different pride. But Not now. We're getting low bat. We're down 7%. Still a little bit more time, guys. All right, we did it. We did it. We're over the 1,000. Way over the 1,000. So thanks, YouTube. Thank you guys for doing that. Over 1,000 views for the live stream, guys. That's awesome. 200 minutes. Maybe that did it. I don't know. YouTube can put you in the bucket as a video to be watched, but they can't make anyone click on it. I'm gonna listen to all those scammers mixed in. Well, see, you gotta measure them one by one. You gotta find out if they're telling you the first truth. Why are we here? And are they teaching you to avoid sin and ask for forgiveness and believe that you're here because Jesus created you? Just discern whether they're telling you the first truth, and then the second truth. I think the Pope's a liar. You can't say I don't trust none of them. You got to take them one by one. But there are a lot of them that aren't truthful. Well, there's big business. You know, porn's a big business too. But we know that's that's a sin. People have itching ears and they allow themselves to be conned into listening to. That's true. People, you want your own news to be good news for you. So you got to know what the big lie is, and that comes from knowing the first truth, which is in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, and the Bible is real and true. And guys, I'm low bat. The mic is plugged into the charger, so I gotta go. Thank you for 1,000 views, everybody. I'll be live again soon. Tomorrow is my birthday. I don't know if I'm going to be live tomorrow. I haven't decided that yet. Thanks, Bruce and Mix. Thank you for adding to the show. It was awesome. I pray for you guys. I want you to be saved. Thank you so much. Just tell Jesus you don't want to sin anymore. Ask the Holy Spirit to help you with that, and that it's not just open and shut. You're a work in progress, and that's what we're praying for, guys. Thanking the Lord for our blessings and asking Him to help us avoid sin and never sin again. And if we do, we ask for forgiveness. And then please help me, Lord. The devil is leading me in the wrong path, and I need the help of the Holy Spirit to stop this, because I can't do it alone. I can't study the Bible alone, and I can't stop sin alone. I need the help of the Holy Spirit and the synergy of other believers. In Jesus' name, amen. Guys, we're out of power. I gotta go. Thank you for coming in, everybody. 20 million people. I gotta go. There's no more electricity unless I just run it out. Wait, let's take a quick look at that. Oh, we're still at 5%, but it's a good time to say goodbye. I said goodbye. I might as well just go. Thank you guys for coming in. I pray for all of you that you can be saved, but only Jesus saves, guys. Only Jesus saves. I'll see you all later. Thank you so much, everybody. 1,000 views. It's awesome. How do I get out of here? Oh, there it is. I gotta go.